Wacky Wednesday.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Unfiltered, the real deal. No pre-planning, no chingaderas. Straight up from the bill.
Wacky Wednesday.
B-Town's very own.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Here's your host, Bumper Gomez.
Hello, hello.
Oh, turn this down.
And we are live and in color. Good evening and welcome to another episode of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. Back in my 210 or back in my home studio after what was man, if you guys missed last week's episode, so much that the 956 showed me love. They even came this week, all the way back to the 210
We followed you.
to continue the party, man. But dude, I'm talking about welcoming like no other. If you guys didn't have a chance to watch the show last week, make sure you guys go back and check it out. But without further ado, my guest tonight, all the way from the 956, long time waiting, right, Marisela?
Yes. Oh, I waited a long time.
Oh, Miss Marisela Hernandez is our guest tonight here with Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, and I'm super excited that you're here.
Oh, well, thank you.
The only thing that I'm not excited about is I really worked hard on these graphics. And of course, Marisela would wear a blouse that blends in with my graphics.
Oh, no.
So I put it, hombre, no te crees. It looks really good.
And I was wearing a black blouse on the way over here, but I literally just changed at the Burger King dressing room. At the dressing room at the Burger King, I changed my top and it was black.
Hey,
I changed it to silver.
she got mayonnaise on the other one. Don't let her lie to you. Don't let her lie to you.
No.
No, it's been an eventful day, man. I was really busy at work and I chipped a tooth. So, yeah. So tonight I'll look a little, I'm already missing one, chinga. Now I'm chipping it too, right?
That's okay. That's okay.
But no. I'm super excited about tonight's show. And I know we're going to get 110 questions. And I talked to you off the air.
Yes.
I know you guys, a lot of you are here for, you're here to see if maybe something would pop up here. But I'm here to tell you tonight is Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. Like we do every single Wednesday, it's a live show. So if you happen to be surfing the internet later on tonight and you see me somewhere else on another show, yes, it's me. It's not a double, but it's gonna air later on this evening. So shout out to a good friend of mine, Mr. Rock and Roll James, and hashtag PVT. I had the privilege of being on his show, and so that'll air a little bit later tonight. I think it'll start probably during this interview. So I'll watch it later. I mean, I was there. Shit,
I'll watch
myself later.
You were there live, so you know what you said.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, man, you guys feel free to wherever you can't get enough of me, go and check it out, man. And to everybody who's checking it out me for the first time, you're like, man, I heard this guy all week in drama. I got to see what he's about.
Yes.
Well, welcome to Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, where we interview the best in La Onda Tejana. And Marisela is no feat from that. Like she's been around for well, she's still young. I don't want to. When you say she's been around a long time,
I've been around a long time.
Yeah.
I started when I was 5.
Está bien vieja ya. That's what people.
I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how that sounds, but yes, I've been around for a little bit of years. Actually, I don't know how you could actually say it. I didn't start when I was 5 or 10 or 15 or 20. I didn't start off singing, or I didn't start off. My dream as when I was growing up wasn't to be a singer or a Tejano music artist or anything of that. I went to school. I graduated high school. I went to college. I was actually getting my degree for physical education, kinesiology.
Right.
And so I was doing another career path. And then, when I was 23 years old, which is a lot of years ago.
23 years?
Yeah. Well, when I was 23 years old,
So
this was back in 1995.
23, and you decided to say, hey, man, well, I'm going to sing.
Yes, because, like every other, like a lot of Latinos in backyard barbecues and, prenden el bote todo and están con la familia. Y my father plays the bajo sexto. My father played when he was younger con un grupo. I don't even know at this point. My husband would probably know this, but Los Cuatitos Cantú. I don't know if they were just local Rio Grande Valley, or were they in the industry. I know because they were a pretty popular band in the 80s. They were called Los Cuatitos Cantú, and my father played with them and sang with them. So my father played bajo sexto, and I have a lot of people that are musical in my family. So en cada carne asada and stuff, pues sacaban el bajo, sacaban los instrumentos, and I would be singing de repente, and of course the tías and the primas and everybody's gonna go, oh my God, you're amazing, you're great. I mean, not really, but but they all make you think that you are.
It's like listening to yourself in the shower. Sally's like, shit, I killed that Intocable song right there.
I know, I sound so good. No, it started like that. And then, to be quite honest, I was 23 years old, and it was during the time where Selena died. Mm-hmm. She got shot, she died. And all of a sudden, this big old boom in Selena music, Selena karaoke was barely coming out during those times. Yeah. Because during the time karaoke, you could only find it like on little cassettes.
Yeah, and you'd have to like have the program, and it'd have to match the microphone and all that stuff.
It wasn't what it is today.
But Raza, we've been doing karaoke forever, fool.
We've been, my very first karaoke cassette, it was a cassette of Lucero, and I lo había conseguido en Reynosa. Well, because we live border town to Reynosa, the valley. And so when we would go to the mercados in Reynosa, of course they had, all the music stores, cassettes all over the place. And they started with karaoke. And so pistas, they call them pistas, right? So I bought myself a cassette tape of Lucero, and then another one of Ana Gabriel and Rocío Dúrcal. So I started off.
Those are all strong voices right there.
And that's all they had at the time, because they were, and so I started off saying, and then they had one cassette of Selena. And it was with the Amor Prohibido, Como la Flor, La Carcacha, all those songs. So I would sing those songs on karaoke back in the day. And that's how I would do little shows for my family. And then, of course, the Selena boom thing, when she passed away, came along, where they started having karaoke contests all over the place, at little restaurants, at Checkers. I don't know. Did y'all ever have Checkers?
Checkers and hamburgers?
Checkers hamburgers?
Well, where I grew up in Beeville.
Okay.
So we had a Burger King, lo quitaron. We had a Taco Bell, lo quitaron. Now we have just, there in Beeville, we have puro Jalisco y Guadalajara, number 35, number 38, 39, all the numbers. Okay. But it was funny you brought that up, not to go off subject because it is Wacky Wednesday. Yeah. I was in the valley, dude, and I took a picture and sent it to my kids, because one thing that my kids love when we come home from California to visit Texas is Stars. The Stars Drive-In, right? Well, there's not a lot of those left. There's
they're everywhere in the valley.
Yeah, we had one there in Bevo, and they did 79-cent hamburgers. Yeah, they could feed the whole family $10.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, no, Checkers. Yeah. So you won singing at
I
Checkers?
did. I entered a karaoke contest and I sang a Selena song and I
And it
won.
was inside. Your Checkers had like where you could eat inside?
I want to say
Because the only way the Checkers were,
it was outside.
there are always those
right?
little ones that you just drive around and they'd have
Right.
those little. You
Right.
could sit outside with an umbrella.
Well, we didn't. I don't even remember if you could eat inside or outside, but I went.
Pero ella ganó.
I went for the contest, and it was outside, and they had little chairs and bleachers or whatever, and I was so excited because the first prize was a family pack, 5 hamburgers, 5 French fries, and 5 drinks, and I was like, man, if I win,
And what song? Do you remember what song you sang
I
when you
sang
won?
Si Una Vez.
Really?
I sang Si Una Vez. Yes, I remember. I sang that song. It was one of the few that I knew.
Isn't it amazing to stop and think about, you brought up Selena, right? You're a female Tejano artist. Yeah. But isn't it amazing to just like, if you just real quickly stop and think about the impact one person had on our genre, and you're talking the mid-90s. You're talking kind of mid-90s, right? Little late 90s.
It was 95.
But let's talk about 2023. She's still relevant.
Yes.
Girls are still singing her songs. Yeah. People are still coming up in the industry, and they always play her covers. Like, that's amazing, man.
It is.
That's amazing that somebody, and she's gonna be like that forever. Mm-hmm. Right? She's gonna be like that forever. Yeah. So with that being said, Marisela, what were some of the ladies, at 23, other than Selena, who else were some other kind of girls that, I mean, I'm sure you listened to regular, what back then was, what do we call it, R&B or?
Well, at the time.
Or no, nada de eso.
This is 1995.
Okay.
At the time, I was 23, 24 years old. I would listen to a lot of mariachi. So like my influences, and I love like tropical music. So I would listen to a lot of Gloria Estefan. And like I said, I loved Lucero and Ana Gabriel, mariachi music, Rocío Dúrcal, ni que se diga, right? So yeah, that's the music at the time that I would listen to.
Wow, tropical.
Yes, I love
that's
tropical.
Strong, La India.
I love Olga Tañón is
Olga
my
Tañón,
idol.
like those are some strong
I love Olga Tañón.
voices. And you know what, man? I always say, growing up here in Texas, you're immune to that. You don't unless you leave or somebody in your family likes tropical, you'll never hear of that stuff.
I know.
It wasn't until I moved to Florida and I was immersed in all this other music. Like, man, there's other stuff besides stuff with accordion. I didn't know.
Yes, there's other Latino music, right? That I do. I love it. I think that yes, if I could have, I would have, I don't know, moved to a place that was tropical, to where I could, because my dream was always, when I started singing, my dream was always to sing tropical music. Mm-hmm. Salsa, merengue is my passion.
But can you dance to it?
Absolutely. I was the salsa and merengue instructor.
Can the hubby dance to it? He tries.
Se defiende.
No, I love watching. I love watching people dance salsa merengue, but my favorite to dance is bachata. For a man, I mean, bachata is
so sexy.
That's a very.
I don't know. We're gonna have to play some bachata to see your sexy moves. What do you say, y'all? Right? He should dance bachata.
Oh, man. But before I forget, man, shout out to all the people who continue to watch on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. I always forget about you guys, but know that I love you guys. It's sometimes really hard to keep up with the comments on both Facebook and YouTube. So everybody watching on YouTube, thank you guys so much for tuning in every week. And already, Marisela, they're like, hey, where's the bottle and where's the 10 shots? I'm like,
of course, right?
That is not happening for a while, dude. Let me tell you.
Well, there is. I don't know.
No. I got you. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
I got you. I don't know who's more excited about your gift, you or me. I'm ready. I don't know.
But, Marisela, the other thing is that, you grew up in the Valley. Mm-hmm. You grew up in the Valley, and last week really opened my eyes to a lot of things. And last night I had a good conversation with somebody who just so happens to be, I'm going to act like she's not here, but she is here. So I had a good conversation with her. And when I hung up the phone, I sat back and I thought about it. I said, man, she's absolutely right. There is so much talent in the Valley, music wise, right? Tejano wise, conjunto wise. And I think sometimes we get the picture of like, los de San Antonio don't like the people from the musicians from the Valley,
Yes.
and the Valley don't like the people from San Antonio, and then the West Texas people don't like,
Right.
right? It's all these groups, and I think, you know, if we were to able to if there is a wall like that, if we were to put these walls down and everybody just enjoy the music, man, our genre would be booming right now. You know what I mean?
I agree.
We wouldn't be trying to divide it.
Yes, I 100% agree. I don't know what it is or if anybody ever said it. I don't know, but the feeling is definitely there, and it's always been insinuated, or it's been, I don't even know. I don't know how.
Well, it's because you guys
It
always say puro
originated.
pinche 956,
Right, I know.
ALV, and then
ALV.
and then you know puro 210, and
Like-
and y'all got Bronco 956.
I
we
know,
we got
sorry.
we
We're
got the
one up-
dude
we're
from the
one up
pool
on that
guy.
one.
Yeah, I mean,
We're
come
one
on,
up.
bro. But what was really cool, Marisela, is going into you guys' area was being able to just absorb it, because I've been to the Valley a lot of times. I've been to concerts. I've been right. But to go and to get the welcoming that we got last week, and to just see the artist, right, and talking to this beautiful woman last night, you know, and enlightening me about, you know, what the Valley has to offer.
Yeah.
Absolutely true, man. Absolutely true.
Definitely.
I was not. We are talking about Marisela, but going back to last week, I think one of my highlights, and I want to give a big shout out and a big abrazo to, was the fact that I got to spend almost the whole Thursday afternoon with the legend Roberto Pulido.
Yes.
And I got to personally just hang out with him, talk. We talked about anything and everything.
super down to earth.
Super down to earth.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking El Primo's just super down to earth.
Yeah.
And we become texting buddies. We text, we go
Yes,
back and
that's, you
forth.
know, yeah, exactly.
So big shout out to the Pulido family, Roberto Pulido, Bobby Pulido, Alma, all the Pulido family. You know, the Primo was just super awesome, humble, inviting me in and showing me his world. So yeah.
Did you get to go to his ranch?
Well,
his house?
there in Edinburgh. Yeah. It's all,
yeah.
And so, you know, if there's perks to doing a show, hey, if you're a fan, you want to start a show, you can get some perks like that. No, but
Absolutely,
But no, that's some of the perks. You know what I mean?
It
It was
because a lot of times people, I mean, I don't know if it still happens because with social media lately, right? Like, we have access to a lot of the artists now that it wasn't like that before. You know, before you didn't have access to an artist unless you went to one of the shows.
Right.
And by chance, if you got a wave or something, you know, from them, or if after the show they got to sign your, you know, or they got you autograph. That's the only contact we had with artists, you know, back then. And now it's a lot easier to have access to the artist. But even then,
I don't think that's true. I'm going to disagree with you. The
Really?
reason you say that is because you're an artist. The reason you say what you say is because you're an artist. Because look, if Marisela goes to the, and I don't care if it's a church festival, I don't care if it's a, what do you call it? You might show up a little bit early, but you're going to be backstage. You're going to go on the stage. You're going to get off the stage. You're going to take some pictures. You're going to sign some autographs. You're going to hang out. Maybe you have a couple of beers, whatever. But it ain't going to be like you're with everybody else just hanging out. Maybe you do, right? But I'm saying I
not all.
Not all the time.
Not all. Especially I guess if you want to say the bigger name, the more
I agree with you in a
established
sense that there is nowadays. Yes, it does seem like you can go and have a personal conversation with your artist, like they're very personable.
Yeah.
When, you know, back then it wasn't like that. You know what I mean?
Or at least like on social media, every once in a while, you know, some artists that are more established artists will like a post of yours, and at least you have that contact, you know?
And you're like, hey,
Oh my God, he liked my post?
Intocable is just watching my show, or you know what I mean? I've had that, and for me, I'm the same way. I'm like, hey, dude, that's awesome. You know what I mean? That's cool. Yeah. So no, and going back to the Valley. So you know, you grew up in the Valley. Mm-hmm. What were some of the female artists that you were drawn to in this genre?
Elida.
Other than Elida.
Of course. Elida Reina. She's our, I mean, women, you know, she's the first one, you know, that I can think of, especially in that era. You know, she had she was booming, and she still is.
Oh, dude.
She still is. But I'm saying even then.
She's a beautiful, she's a cool person.
Yes,
she's very
she is.
humble. I've gotten to
Yes,
hang
she
out
is.
with her quite a bit, her and Lalo, here recently.
They're amazing people.
And
Shout out
they're
to them.
awesome
Elida and
people.
Lalo.
And you know what? You say Elida. I think one thing that Elida, that I really love about Elida, watch, people are going to hit me up tomorrow, right? Is you look at somebody like J-Lo, right? Mm-hmm. Her looks, her acting, her singing, whatever. But I think what makes J-Lo so beautiful is how normal she is, right? She's not blonde hair and green eyes, and she's a very beautiful Latina, and since I was a teenager, I've always said that about Elida is she is one of us here from Texas,
right? And
she's a beautiful lady inside and out.
Yes,
and her music speaks for itself.
Speaks for itself.
I mean, the guys have our songs that we sing when we get drunk, and any Tejanas, Elida is part of that.
Of course.
Top 2 or 3 songs of all time that the women love to sing. Yes. So let's go. So Elida, and who else?
Definitely Elida is at the top of this from the Valley in Tejano music. You're putting me on a spot.
That's good. That's what we do. That's what we do at Wacky Wednesday.
My list is short.
It is. That's fine. That's cool. I'm not putting you on the spot. Like, what amazed me last week, I had Margie there. Yeah,
yes,
Margarita.
Right.
Margarita sang, and people were hitting me up after, like, "Hey, dude, she's bad." Where I said, dude, bro, she's got albums from way back then. But it goes to show you, like, we're gaining new fans all the time.
Yes. Right?
Yeah. I mean, it's just, we have to attack things in different angles. People like to say, "Oh, we're not growing. We're not." We are. You just have to look at it in different angles. Yeah. So, and the reason I wanted you to bring up, all the girls or all the women from the Valley that inspired you to sing. 23 years old. That's very different than a lot of their stories. I can promise you that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I mean, you're already a woman, 23 years old. Yeah. Were you already going to school? Did you have a career? I mean, what?
I was freshly out of college at that time, and I was actually working in physical therapy. So I was a physical therapy assistant doing that kind of work. But I would do my little, what you would call gigs, because at the time, of course, I would carry around a little karaoke speaker box with a microphone. And at the time, I mean, people didn't have those. So, people didn't have those. So it was like, wow, a portable speaker with a microphone. It was not very...
Just saying, I'll turn it on right now.
So I started getting hired, like, to do little 45-minute sets here and there. And then I started seeing, like, oh, wow, this is kind of neat. Like, I get to go and sing for 45 minutes and get paid $100. And I was like,
I can do this all day.
Versus working as a therapy assistant and getting $15 an hour. I was like, I don't know. I think it's a no-brainer. So I started doing those a little bit more often. And my mom, Lydia Barrera, watching out there, my mother, Lydia, she was my momager at the time. Of course, she would get me little gigs. Like, she used to work at a bank at the time or so. She was like, oh, okay, at the bank.
So your mom was your manager for a while?
Well, what you would call a manager. It was an unofficial title because we didn't know what a manager was.
I've seen nightmares with mom managers.
She would get me gigs. It was nothing professional. It was nothing. She just people that we knew that knew that I was singing. Okay, your daughter, well, my son's having a graduation. Can she sing in the intermission? Sure. So she would, book me for that. So and Parecita, right? Because my mom always says, well, I was a manager, I guess, but I never got paid. I don't know.
Yeah, you didn't give her a cut.
I know.
Wow.
If I had to pay her all the back pay,
wow,
it would be like 5 months rent. I don't know.
I always tell the artists that I'm on the show, what I like to do is the day of. I really like to just like jam out to the album. And some artists have 2 or 3 songs. Somebody might have 1 album. And that's okay. Like I'll just play them on over and again because it just gets me in their vibe.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's been rough. It's rough. It's tough for females in this industry. Period. Point blank. There's no easier way to paint it. You know, I've had Shelly in here. I've had Elida. I've had Stephanie. Like, I've had them in here. Like, those ladies have been around doing it for a long time. You know, and they found a way to do it. So where there's a will, there's a way for sure.
Right.
But it is surely a lot tougher than being a man.
It is. It's not easy. Definitely. It's a lot of hard work. And I never really knew what that meant when they would tell me when I first started, you know, 15, 20 years ago, they would tell me it's going to be a lot of hard work. And I was like, but what is hard? What's so hard about singing? You know, you don't get it until you actually go through it. Now that I look back, you know, 10 years ago, what I've been trying to do for the past 10 years, it has taken a lot of hard work, a lot of tears, a lot of frustration, a lot of no, you know, a lot of no's, a lot of doors
say it too, Marisela. It takes a lot of your personal money.
Absolutely.
And that's where I really try to get the people who watch the show, like these people that are doing this music, they're spending their hard-earned money for their passion. Absolutely. You know what I mean? For their passion. You're paying for the studio time. It's not the days of Capitol Records saying, "Come on, Marisela, you recorded, I got you." No. Like those days are over. No. You know, and then you'll have the people like, well, you know, some of the new music coming out, it's not done very well. Well, shit, you kind of know why sometimes. Like, dude, do I go get a bologna sandwich or do I record this single? Exactly. Like, what am I gonna do? Exactly, you know, what do you pick to do? So, you know, it's got its give and take. But your album, you know, the one I listened to is good, man. It's good. The song we started, that's the one you're pushing right now on the radio.
Right. As a matter of fact, let me see. I have.
No,
I brought this one. Here it is. See? For you.
There we go.
And so
you took the wrapper off?
Well, I did.
No, I don't want it.
Because
I want it with the wrapper.
No, because I was going to sign it. But I didn't have a Sharpie. So I was like, I'll use lipstick. No, that's not going to work. So that album is my very, very first complete album. This
one right here.
Yes.
I got you.
This album right here, if you notice, it's called Cinco Años. It's called Cinco Años, my album. And I named the album Cinco Años because it took me 5 years to start and complete all the songs in there. 5 years. I mean,
but that goes exactly what I said, right?
To what you said, because recording one song, studio, musicians, production, editing, and then, you know, everything up to
everybody that brings me CDs, I put them in this little box, and I have them there so one day my kids can be like, "Oh la madre, my dad had," you know. Hopefully they don't end up at.
What year was this from?
Hopefully they don't end up at the Goodwill. At the good go, you go to the Goodwill for all the Rata Purga. No, but here's my thing with CDs, like this is a thing of the past. If you think about it, right? Like, I see people selling thumb drives, and even then, I'm like, hey, bro, I'm not buying no thumb drive. I'll lose that shit in the first 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Put the thumb drive. You have a whole bunch of music on your car radio or whatnot. You know, everything now is instantaneous.
It really is. It's easier to just download and listen to on your phone because that's what.
But the artist makes more cash from these.
Well, that
is that true or
no? No, it's about the same. It's about the same. Yeah.
After you pay for them, put them in bucks.
After you pay for it, and given all the work that is put into it, I mean, you know what you pay for the CD and what you sell it for. At the end of the day, if you calculate like per song, it comes out to like $1.30 a song.
Give me 1 second. I want to make sure that we're still on because I had a recover broadcast thing. I think we're still good. Can you see it?
Oh, nobody's
You're
on.
Not following. We're nobody's
right
following.
No,
nobody's following on the thing.
Nobody's on.
All right. Well, I think we're good. It might have paused a little bit.
So the reason why we there's two main reasons why we decided to also go with hard copies, because of course we did the digital distribution, of course, right? But we made hard copies because one, I wanted to make sure and
turn the volume down.
I wanted to make sure and be able to put the people that contributed to the CD, you know, all the the musicians that contributed on every song, I gave credit to them. You know, I wanted to
Are you
do
saying
that.
most people don't do that?
I don't know if they do or if they don't, because I'm not in everybody's business, but I wanted to do it for mine. You know, good one, right? Right. So I wanted to do that because they deserve it, you know.
Why?
I want to tell you one thing, just real quick. Going back to this whole, and it's a funny story, right? But earlier I was doing an interview and they asked me, oh, so you recorded with Jimmy Gonzalez, right? And I said, I was able to record one song on one of his albums, Siempre Humilde. And the song was La Cumbia Barulera. That's my voice on that song.
How does it go?
This was 20 years ago. And
I had to put you on the spot, dude. I had to put you on the spot, man.
My part was baila que baila la mi negra. That's all I got to sing. Baila que baila la mi negra. But that's all I sang.
But dude, you're on a legendary.
Well, wait.
Hold the brakes, Mom. Pump the brakes.
That's why I'm telling you this story, because I got to record that one song with Jimmy. And I was super excited and proud of it and whatever. Well, he forgot to add me to the credits. So my name doesn't come out on there, but it's me. It's my voice.
Ladies and gentlemen, Siempre Humilde, the album by Jimmy Gonzalez. Make sure you go pull it out tonight. Take out your Sharpie. And on that song, you write in there, Marisela Hernandez, right next to it.
At the time, I was
She
Barrera.
will feel a lot better. She will feel a lot
At
better.
the time, I was Barrera, so it would be Marisela. But I became Hernandez later. But
Wow.
But yes, that's me. That's me. That's my voice on that song, and I was super proud. But I didn't. You know, my name didn't come out on the CD, and so you know.
And since you brought it up,
a bummer.
Since you brought it up, and I'm wearing, if you guys, well, you guys can't see it, but I'm wearing a Forever Jimmy G.
Yes.
You know, I'm a huge Jimmy G fan. If you guys didn't know, but if you don't mind, can we talk a little bit about your time with the legendary
Absolutely.
Jimmy Gonzalez? Was in the early 2000s, no?
It was in the year 2000.
See, you see, people don't think I do research about
It
the
was-
like, nombre,
yes.
bumper shoots from the hip. Come on, dog. Come on now.
He read
Come
my
on.
bio.
There we go.
Yes.
So, you know, Jimmy was that's when he was just getting started with all, you know what I mean? How was it like being around such a legendary artist like him, man?
You know, again, looking back at that time, I now see it differently. It is exactly the way you explained it, right? But when I was living it, and I saw it as like, wow, the legend, the this and that, right? Because they were huge at the time.
Yeah.
It was terrifying for me because it was the very first time that I was going to be like on a professional stage singing in front of a real huge crowd, right? So I was terrified, and I had never sang professionally before. And I was excited, but I was terrified mostly. I was really, really, really scared.
Do you think he knew that before you walked
He
on
absolutely
stage?
knew it, because when I got to go to his house in Brownsville a couple of times to practice, because I had to learn the backup vocals to the songs that we were going to do for the set. And so I went over to his house, and we would sit there in his living room, right? And he would go over the backup vocals with me, and I would learn them. And I was nervous, and you can hear it in my voice. I'm so nervous. And he would always just real cool, like, don't be nervous. It's okay. He would always just tell me, if I didn't think you could do this, I wouldn't have you here.
You wouldn't be here.
Yeah. And so just with those words, then I would feel like, okay, if he says it, then I'm good, right?
You know, Marisela, you're when I heard you saying, like, you know, when I was living it, complete opposite analogy, but I'm gonna say it anyway, right? For me, it's like when I was living in California, we literally lived 45 seconds from the ocean, and we'd go to the beach all the time, but like our views were beautiful, but it just becomes like you're there, like, well, whatever. But then when you leave, you're like, I surely do miss it.
Yes, you were like, I lived in paradise.
But going back to Jimmy Gonzalez, like, you know how many ladies would have given something up to be able to sing with them, you know, and he's had some great,
amazing
female vocalists sing with Jimmy. And you know, you're
realize
one of
it
them.
at
I
the
mean,
time.
you gotta stop and think one day.
Yeah.
Do you ever stop and just like
I do.
It's a check in the block
you
right
know,
there.
I'm gonna be real honest with you because I know that your show is like super,
we're real.
like, super real and honest, and I wouldn't say it to throw shade on anybody or absolutely not. That's not who I am. That's not what I'm about. But in all honesty, yes, I was part of that, but I never really felt like I got acknowledged as if I was part of that. Nobody really has ever acknowledged it other than myself. You know what I mean?
like that? Hey, I sang with Jimmy Gonzalez.
Other than myself putting it out there, like nobody's really ever.
How long did you?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, it was 2 short years, but for me it was 2 long years.
Yeah, no,
But yeah,
I mean,
for 2000 to 2002. But you know, and that's okay. I'm just like, again, you know, just putting it out there as far as like I'm not one of the known ones, you know, because I was.
well, now you are.
Well, now I am.
We're
so
going
now
to
you
the
know.
Siempre Humilde album, and we're writing Marisela. What's the last name?
Hernandez.
No.
Oh, Barrera. It was Barrera. at the
Marisela
time.
Barrera. I'm gonna go find the album, and I'm gonna write it on there, man.
I literally came in and helped him out. Of course, when he was starting with Jimmy Gonzalez and Grupo Más. So Rebecca Valadez, that had been singing with them for so many years, she was leaving to LA to go join Janet Jackson and tour with her.
Yeah.
And so I was the one. She even helped me, you know, kind of settle in and learn a little bit. So I was right after her.
She's awesome, man. You ever hang out with her?
She's so goofy, and
Hey,
I love her.
dude.
Yes, shout out Rebecca.
If you're ever having a bad day, you call Rebecca Valadez. I
so
promise
funny.
you, you'll be laughing in about 30 seconds.
Yeah,
Guaranteed,
and
man.
I got to know her a little bit more during the Tejano Unidas en Cristo project, and
that was awesome, man. I mean, I spoke to Geneva yesterday for a while as well, and you know, that was a great project. Dude.
It was.
And here's the thing with that project, man. A lot of people raised eyebrows because I can tell you this: people did not realize how many Tejanas women were singing music. I promise. You go down the list, you were like, oh, I thought it was just 5.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so that not only was it a great cause, you know, the song, everything, Geneva's vision and how she did everything, but the way the project and the way she involved all the artists.
All of it, yes.
All of them. You know what I mean?
On different.
Hey, if you got left out,
levels.
you probably did something wrong along the way.
No,
but
that's not it at all. No. She actually, I think
we're gonna call Wato on this one.
No, Geneva's vision, even before she started choosing the girls, her vision had already told her that it was going to be 25. Right. So when she started picking the girls, it was just the people that were like. First and foremost, right? The people that were close to her, dear to her, you know, so she just started going down the list. But then at some point she got to 25 and she was like, oh man, you know, but I can't desviarme, you know, de la visión that she had and stuff. But, and there was a lot of very, very talented females in the industry that were not included in this particular project, but it doesn't mean that they're, you know, wasn't any less. But there's gonna be a continuation to this whole movement, which, you know, and trust me, there's gonna be more females.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, when I saw the video, there's one detail that I want everybody to make. When you're done with the show tonight, you go and look up the Tejanos Unidas video, Geneva's video that they did together with all the 25 beautiful female artists. But this is what I took from the video. Great song. I love the message and all that. Don't get it twisted, right? But you had 25 Tejanas, and not one of them had the same white outfit on.
Yep.
¿Cómo ves? How in the hell in South Texas they find all 25 different white outfits, and they were all, and you know what was cool? Yeah. Is I think every one of them represented who their character.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It represented each female character in that video, and you know, at Padre Nombre.
How crazy that you noticed that.
Hey, this is Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, dog.
That is super cool.
What's going on here, Marisela?
Cool. You know what I thought you were going to say? I thought you were going to say, the one thing that I noticed from this video is that y'all were wearing white dresses and y'all were in the muddy ocean water.
Yes.
We got our outfits dirty because we were literally like almost knee high in the water barefoot.
I got you.
And it was sundown, but it wasn't ocean. It wasn't the ocean part. It was the bayside. So it was like muddy, a little muddy. Yeah, it was.
It was kind of cold too, right?
No, it wasn't cold that night. In
It
the
was
valley,
hot?
it was hot. It was muggy and hot.
I got you.
It was muggy and hot, at the base.
And real quick, man, I'm gonna go because I always get hit bumper. We
course.
always say hi, and you never say hi to us.
Yes,
I want
do
to
your
say hi to a always every week to the beautiful Miss Norma Salazar watching. Thank you so much for watching.
Hi, Norma.
Wacky, Mr. Juan Narvaez, the Mr. Tejano from the 813. He's always supporting everybody from Florida. To the Tejano Weekend Warriors, my buddy Jojo Herrera. Thank you guys for tuning in. Rick Balderrama, Crystal Torres, nombre puro artist, vato. Yeah, man. Let's see. Jimmy Lee from Jimmy Lee Tentacion.
Jimmy Lee, suénale.
Yeah, man. See, I'm telling you, man. Vic Gonzalez is watching, man. Vic G's watching. He's watching on YouTube. Alec Gomez is watching.
Alex.
Man. AJ Rock Flores is watching.
He's Albert to me. Hi, Albert.
Oh, is that what you call him? You don't call him Rock?
See, AJ, it's hard for me to call him AJ. AJ, Albert, was playing the congas with Jimmy G when I was when I was singing with them. So that's how we met as well.
Dude, that vato gets down on percussion.
Yeah,
homie.
he's hardcore. Yeah, he's amazing.
He
you
always
are
puts
still
on
amazing,
a great
Albert.
show. Armando Salinas watching from, he said, I guess earlier when we were talking about the female, he goes, from far Texas, Laura Canales.
But she was from Kingsville. Oh, he's from far. I was like, she was from Kingsville. We were talking about the females from
Frank
the valley.
Mendoza is like, Bumper, it's time for a shot. Wow. Jojo Obregon, what's up, Bumper? Marisela from Minnesota. That's awesome, man. San Diego, California is watching. Margie Carrillo, thank you for tuning in. Lawrence Indio Cáceres, ¿qué hubo?
Indio.
Yeah, man, great guy. If you guys aren't following that guy, you make sure you follow him. He's really, really awesome, and he loves Tejano music. He loves the artists, and he supports everybody. That's a very, very cool guy to have in your corner. I can promise you that. Saludos to Bob Silva. Bob Silva's in the house from New Mexico. Okay, all right. Well, I don't have shot glasses. I don't have shot. You know what? If you look right behind you, I have two shot glasses right
yes, you
there.
do.
Dang.
Yes, you do.
So Marisela came bearing gifts, and I guess she's watched some other episodes of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday because I peeped in my gift bag that she got me, and not only did she bring me a gift, she brought my beautiful wife a gift.
Yes, of course.
Who is not here? She'll be here a little bit later, but she came bearing gifts. You know,
we did.
Puro shredded paper.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
This is a little bit different than the one I drink.
Yes.
This is the drink.
Yes.
See, I drink the drink. This is the drink. Like this is a little bit
Ese tiene un poquito más años.
uppity up.
Special, man.
Special.
It's special for a special person.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it very, very much. And so, if you guys have never had bullet bourbon, this is some good stuff right here, man. For shots, I'm going to do one because Marisela wants to do a shot. She's giving me the look like, hey, we got to do a shot. And I usually drink this with a little bit of ice, maybe a little bit of water. But for Marisela, we're gonna break it open.
I don't.
Well, this is not shot stuff.
No. So is it on the rock stuff or what is it?
It's kind of like if my wife was here, she'd be walking in with a glass of ice and a little bit of water, and you put this in there.
You don't mix it like with Coke or Sprite or. I don't know what it is. I don't drink that. I do tequila. Tequila's my thing.
I did tequila last week. You saw what happened?
Yeah. I know you're staying away from tequila for like a month. 11.
Oh, man. Steve Alvarez, thanks for tuning in. Alita Rodriguez, Rudel, thank you. Joe Anthony Carvajal, thank you. Rigo Ramirez, thank you guys. We love you, beautiful Marisela. That was from Rigo Elizabeth Ramirez.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know
Love
where
you
he's
guys
from.
too. I don't know.
Make an old fashioned versus a shot. Chinga, we don't have oranges and burn
Pa haber
smoke.
sabido,
No, hombre.
Pa haber sabido, we would have bought the girl.
Hey, you know what? I'm giving you this. I don't feel anything in my left hand, and I'm trying to do it in one hand, and I
Let's
can't.
see.
We also got we got the cumbia champ here, man. The cumbia champ's here. He's here to present some awards. I don't know if you want to squeeze back here. And give you a mic. I'll give you a mic, and let me unmute it. Guys, you never know what's gonna happen. You never know what's gonna happen on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. And we had the cumbia champ. He hit me up and he's like, "Hey, Bumper, I'm gonna be in the area." And Marisela didn't get to show up to receive her award. So can I look at it? Let me look at her. Let me look at her. The second annual Guadalupe Productions Conjunto Awards Female Entertainer of the Year. Hey, bro. I don't roll like that, dog. I'm male, homie.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna give it to you, Cumbia Champ, and I'll let you present it. I just wanted to read the award.
The award, yep. Well, we had the second annual Guadalupe Conjunto Award Saturday in the Social in Houston, and like you said earlier, Bumper, it's hard for these females out there. There's a lot of females that can go way back to the Laura days, okay? Laura Canales and Patsy Torres and all them. When they first started, Selena. Selena also también. And, these females, it's hard for them, man. It's hard for them to even get the respect. You talking about Elida, that she's the 956 in the Valley. It took Elida 20 years to get her respect, man. You know what I mean?
They were grinding.
Yeah.
They were
It took
grinding.
her 20 years, and she started as a conjunto, and she started young and all that, and 20 years later, what's she now? At 30 now?
She's probably around 30 years of jamming out.
30 years in the industry?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we put out a ballot for the best female entertainer of the year, and to me, these awards, and I'll always say this, I don't care who wins. I do not care who wins. As long as I'm helping a new female come out in the music industry, that's all that matters.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
You know what I mean? These females are trying hard. The Marisela, hey, she got, I talked to her on the phone and I said, man, you did your job. You did your homework. And on Saturday night, we called out her name. And female entertainer of the year, conjunto, is Marisela Hernandez.
Hey! There you go.
Oh my God.
Man.
That is awesome.
¿Eh?
It's heavy.
Déjalo aquí, güey. Aquí tenemos unos cuantos de ahí. Yeah, we have a little collection here.
And you know what, Bumper?
Yes, sir.
What I was happy about Saturday, that I brought two little girls from Laredo, Bea and Carmela, the divas from Laredo, 12 years old. They're twins, and they started off the show.
And they jam.
It was awesome.
That's awesome, bro. That's awesome.
I set out this to be a conjunto show, and it was a real conjunto show. Not only that, the legends that we honored, Bernardo y sus compadres, Bernardo Martinez, J.J. Los Centellas, Los Monarcas, they got honored.
That's an old school conjunto right there.
Lifetime Achievement Award, where they had never been done that in Houston, and they were all happy.
So you move cities or
I try to move cities around.
I got you.
So we're gonna have the big one in November, and we're gonna come to San Antonio.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Well, I appreciate you, showing love. I know sometimes that we have so many awards. Sometimes people, they get the bad, like, there's so many awards. But you know what? At the end of the day, I saw somebody's post and they put it perfectly. Like, if you're honoring somebody, like, it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's worth it. And it's not easy to do. It's not easy to just put an award show together. So, Gumi Champ, that's not even your real name, though, is
That's
it?
not a real name. My real name is Andrew Bermudez.
See,
I
I
am
wouldn't know.
Guadalupe.
But everybody knows him as Gumi Champ. No.
I am Guadalupe Production. My mom died in 2015,
Mm-hmm.
and I continued the journey of her name. Everybody thought that Guadalupe Production was because I live in Guadalupe County, but it's because of my mom. Yeah, Masama Guadalupe.
That's awesome, man.
You
That's
know, and
awesome.
we continue the journey until,
Again, I applaud, for what you do for the industry, and sometimes, again, to each its own. People look at awards all the time, right? They're just accolades. They're just things that you can add to your
Resume.
your resume, right? But it's the hard work that's put into it.
Yep.
You got to applaud the people for doing
Right,
it. Whatever
effort.
kind of award show it is, or whatnot. But Marisela, from Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, man, congratulations! There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you
awesome.
so
Yeah.
much.
Well deserved.
Thank you.
And I'm
How many?
happy.
Go ahead.
I'm
dale.
happy with all the winners, man. I'm happy. Everything's different. It's not the same winners. I do not pick the winners. I don't care who wins, as long as this award show looks legit, and that's it.
I got you.
Right.
I got
That's
you.
all. It's all. It's all about.
And it's fan voted, right?
It is
It's
fan voted.
yeah.
Yes, my brother was asking me that the other day
And you
as
can
well,
only
and I
vote one
said-
time.
Right.
You have an email, and you try to vote again, it'll kick you out.
Joey Rodriguez, before I forget, because I just saw Joey Rodriguez just like, can you tell Marisela and Johnny I said hi?
Oh, hi, Joey.
So,
Yes.
well, Gumi Champ, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you coming down.
Yes.
I know it's you can hang out with us as long as you want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I thank you for coming and presenting this
Yes.
award on Bumpers
Yeah.
Wacky
I got
Wednesday,
one more
man.
to
Thank
present.
you.
Oh, you got one
yes,
more?
We do
Okay.
we do have
Oh,
more.
shit,
And I just
okay.
wanted to say thank you. Formally, thank you, Andrew. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
I appreciate your efforts. I appreciate, and for whatever it's worth. And I know, just like in any awards, you're always gonna have the comments, the negative comments, but that's okay.
That means you're
I'm
doing
gonna
your
take-
job.
I'm going to take the good, and I'm going to thank each and every person who did vote. And I just appreciate the support. I appreciate the support, and I appreciate recognition. Today will be me, tomorrow will be somebody else, and I'll be proud of each and every one of you that gets recognized, because it's beautiful to get recognized, and I appreciate it with all my heart. I thank you. I love
And
you
one
guys,
thing about Marisela, like I tell anybody else, you have family, you have friends, you have a fan club. Takes 3-4 minutes for them to vote for you. You know what I mean?
That's it.
And
yeah.
She did her homework.
That's it. That's how you do it, man. So you got
But
more
yes.
awards to give out.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
turn this into an award show. What the hell's going on? Oh,
Hey,
hey.
me estás haciendo la. Come on, a lo que vine.
I left Rocky back in the
I didn't drive all the way to San Antonio to not have a shot with Bumper.
Hey, shout out to my boy Rocky
Can I
Beltran.
get that bag?
You guys missed a
he
good
missed it.
time. You guys missed a good time last week.
Yeah, I was like, this is like signature of your show, and I know this, so
Take it back.
yeah.
here.
So I
I'm gonna-
came all
I'm
the
gonna
way to
give
San
some other- the
Antonio
other
to
ones
have a
to
shot with
present them.
Bumper, and I'm gonna have my shot with Bumper. And if y'all are out
gonna
there
have a
having
shot.
drinks or having shots, well, salute to you guys as
Yeah,
well.
no, for sure. So
The thing about it is, like I said, there's another award that I'm gonna present right now that I'm gonna give to the promoter is Marisela. She won Female Entertainer of the Year, and I'm very, very happy because somebody's different. But Male Entertainer of the Year was Ricardo Guzman,
Yeah.
the third.
Ricky Guzman. Oh,
Guzman
okay,
the third.
another Valley
And
guy.
I'm-
Hey,
I'm very, very happy because, hey, you look at my winners, you look at the ballot, different winners every year.
that's good, man. That's
I don't
cool.
want to be dragging the same winners, the same female winners and all that because,
Give everybody
everybody
opportunity.
needs
I got
an
you.
opportunity. And Marisela got hers. So you're from the 956, right? You guys can give this to Ricardo Guzman.
Absolutely.
Ricky Guzman.
We will accept on
Damn.
behalf of Ricky Guzman III and
Te van a
those
parar
stars.
ahí en
Congratulations,
Sarita,
compadre Ricky.
vato.
Ah, 2 shots.
Damn.
He's like, what is it with these people from the
What's
valley?
going on here?
What
From
is
the
it with
valley,
these
yeah.
people from the valley?
Okay.
What else you got?
Another award I got.
One more.
I mean, there's if you're gonna be a promoter, it takes heart. It takes heart. I'm a promoter, bro. I've been a promoter for almost 35 years. And if you're a promoter, when you're gonna make an event, I got an event coming up with Marcos. Am I gonna have enough people? I don't know. It's a chance you take. In this game, you win some and you lose some. But you know what? You keep the music industry going.
You live to see another day.
Right? That's right.
You win some, you lose some,
And
then
you know, there's people on Facebook just sharing this and that, and they're promoters.
Yeah,
They're promoters. You know what I mean?
that's good, man. That's good.
There's females. There's promoters out there that have music. They have their artists, and they push their artists, and that's how they build up a publicity.
Yep.
You know, with their artists. This year for promoter of the year, I mean, I am so happy because this lady has never got the respect the way she got now. Okay? This lady has come a long way. And I said to myself, yeah, you know, I into you. If you're going to win, I don't know, you know. But this lady was the one that got most of the votes in the industry Saturday last week. In the conjunto industry, she got chingo de votes. I was like, man, look at this girl, man.
reventó la máquina.
Yeah. She
Dang
Reventó la
it.
voting machine.
Se acabó el papel.
Yeah.
we ran out of ink. The second annual Guadalupe Conjunto Awards Promoter of the Year, Myra D.
Yeah.
Myra.
Miss Myra, man.
Sorry to be in front of the
Finally.
Finally.
Finally, you won, man.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you very
so
much, man. Thank you very much.
Hey, Myra, we could do a whole show just with Myra D. I can promise you that.
She
Because
got the
I know
stories.
you got stories, but I talked to you last night. You know how I feel about you. Congratulations. That is well deserved
That's
right there.
deserved.
I know how much you do for the industry.
30 years in the industry. 30
Yeah.
years. My first recognition ever.
Wow.
My first
And-
recognition ever.
So all my friends that are artists, if you got new music you want to push out and you're not dealing with Myra D, you might want to rethink what you're doing. Hit her up and I promise you she'll take care of you for sure. So congratulations, Myra.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. No problem,
you.
man. You're good. Myra did an excellent job, man.
Appreciate it, man. And I appreciate you coming, brother. You got another one or no?
Well, I got some they're going to take to the guys.
Oh.
I have one for husband of the year.
Gee, mira, puros awards. What the?
To bass player of the year, Sergio Checo Gonzalez, the one
Okay, with Ricky Guzman.
with Ricky Guzman.
Okay.
He gets
Okay.
one.
On behalf of Checo.
Yeah, going to the
Thank
956 area. Yeah, right.
El vato está saving in gas.
And you know that's practically about it. Did that brown for the 956 area. I got some other ones here in San Antonio, but I'll meet up with them. Pero I have
Well,
to
thank you
both
so
for
much.
having
Thank you, Kumi Champs. I really appreciate you coming in here and presenting her and Myra their awards,
Myra
man.
won fair and square.
Todos.
There you go.
Todos.
Thank you.
Myra left everybody behind.
But Kumi Champs, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you. You're more than welcome to stay for the rest of the show. You can hang out with us, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I want to do a video with them. But
Okay, all right, cool.
Awesome.
So, dale, pásale. Hey, you're gonna need this bag. I'm gonna put it right here because you're gonna need it for all the awards.
Oh.
you gonna need it? You think?
So, no, I'm gonna read the newspaper.
Yeah, you gonna need it. What's going on?
Everybody watching, I hope everybody's having a good time. Everybody watching on YouTube, on Facebook Live. You're watching Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. We're live here from ya valió.
De buenas
Yeah.
que está pesadito porque no se quebró.
Marisela, this is to you and to all your future success and to your award.
Thank you.
There you go.
Salud, everybody. Oh, he drank all of it.
Pues es un shot, ¿no? Un probete.
I don't do shots like all at once. Oh! Light a match.
That's not tequila, homie.
Well, it's not tequila.
Hey, but it's smooth.
Yes, it is.
That's good. Oh yeah, that's really good.
It is pretty delicious
Yep.
for.
Frank Trevino, what's up? Bumper Puro 956 in the house. Vic Gonzalez, Myra D, congratulations. Jenny Alvarez Peña. I caught the Ay Te Vato saving on gas.
Right.
How was it, Marisela? You drink it up? No, hombre.
I,
That's it. I'm gonna have to call.
all right. I was the one that was. Hey,
All right, so your husband here,
That's not a
he
shot.
has a bajo quinto, right? You want to get on here? You want to jam a
yes,
little
I
bit?
want my husband to come on up here. Let's
Yeah,
introduce
hell yeah.
Johnny
Bring him on.
Hernandez.
Is it tuned or no, Johnny? Is it tuned? Más o menos?
Ay, Dios mío.
Bro, you know artists watch. They're gonna be commenting. Hey, that bajo. A verlo.
Me va a dar heartburn. No me tome la omeprazole. People my age drink omeprazole nowadays.
Who's your favorite bajo sexto, bajo quinto player? Come on, you got 5 seconds. You can't.
Gomez. Not a known name.
Silence.
Not a known name.
No. Who is it?
Roland Gomez used to play with several bands, but he recorded that only one CD. I think it was Mejor Que Nunca or something like that with the Hometown Boys, Los Barandales del Puente.
Uh huh. That's him.
Yeah. This guy is from Corpus Christi, Texas.
361.
Puro 361.
That's it,
Shout
Papa.
out to Roland and his lovely wife, Sandra.
That's cool, man. All right. Hey, who is your favorite accordion player?
Oh, wow. Accordion?
Accordion player.
Who's my favorite accordion player? My favorite? Oh, my God. I have a lot of them.
Marisela, don't give me one.
Okay. Esteban Martinez. He's my favorite. He is.
Okay. Myra, who's your favorite accordion player?
Gilberto García con los dos Gilberto.
Damn. Hey, speaking of the Dos Gilberto, no, it wasn't Dos Gilberto. It was Conjunto Bernal. I had Grupo Vidal here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're amazing.
Hey, dude,
They're amazing.
when that Conjunto Bernal album comes out, olvídate.
Yeah.
No, so you haven't heard
Yeah.
their first album? Their first album.
But is it dedicated to Conjunto Bernal?
It was Conjunto Bernal. They started, when they first started, I met these guys, right? When
Yeah.
we were all younger. No gray hair and all that.
Yeah.
Well, these guys came out, that's all they knew because from King.
Because yeah, their dad was
Yeah,
he sang for Conjunto
so-
Bernal.
So they recorded an album when their carnal, Paz Descanse Rudy, was still alive.
Yeah.
They recorded an album of pure Conjunto Bernal stuff. Then, pues, you know, pues, when you see that and it's just not working out for you, you know, you have to drift and go the way where the water's going, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in order that way you don't drown or you stay behind and let people throw lifesavers at you or something, you know what I mean? So, pero a big shout out to all the guys.
Yeah, dude. Shout out to Grupo Vidal.
Those guys are amazing.
Those guys came in here, bro, and people were just like, there's no doubt in my mind that I don't understand why Grupo Vidal is not playing in every festival across America. It don't even have to be a Mexican festa
Right.
or a festival. Like those dudes can sing old school. Their
versatile,
3-part harmonies are they're unreal.
Yes.
See,
They're unreal. So big shout out to Grupo Vidal, and it's just because I only brought them up because we were talking. I was like, man, they were here and they played a little bit of it, and people were just like, wow, like they studied that music so much, like every little rip, they copied it to the T, bro. Yeah, to the T,
They're very
man.
talented, those guys.
So for the fans watching, Marisela, you know that your husband plays the bajo. Do you guys ever just on Friday night, like, we're not gonna go nowhere? You have drinks and he brings out the bajo and y'all just jam together, both of y'all?
to be like for real, la mera neta. COVID,
During COVID.
pues ese jale los quitó todo el pedo, you know. Hey, you guys staying home, tienen la llave y ahí se van a quedar, ¿verdad? This thing was there and she gave it to me for Christmas. I'm not a bajo player, but I
No.
play what I feel.
He's a drummer.
I'm a
and
drummer,
singer.
I'm a bass player for 40 plus years. But it was there and we started doing lives. Me and my better half right here.
During COVID, yeah.
And we'd have ¿cómo se llama el trago ese?
Fireball.
Fireball?
Him, Fireball, me
Pinche
tequila.
botellón así chingonote.
Fireball.
Yeah, it was a big old bottle like that of Fireball.
Ahorita
Empezaba
me dio,
lleno.
ahorita, like, you know, when you just remember something, te da asco.
Te da una
Fireball
gruda
and tequila.
de tequila.
Tequila's
So-
all day,
so
baby.
me and
Tequila's
Jay,
all day.
We'd go on live and we'd play songs, you know what I mean? We just play what we felt.
Just
We didn't
whatever.
care how it came out,
Yeah.
but it came out from the heart.
Ladies and gentlemen, right here on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, I'm going to put them to the test. He said they just kind of like jam around, play what they feel. Hey, the floor is yours. Marisela Hernandez all the way from the 956 right here on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. Thank you, everybody, tuning in on YouTube and on Facebook.
Tú quisiste estar allá, dijiste que quizás ese era tu destino.
There's shots coming.
Después que todo te falló, hoy quieres regresar y ser feliz conmigo. Pero tú no piensas que mi amor por siempre te olvidó y exiges mi cariño. De veras, lo siento, no podré volverme a enamorar. De ti ya no es lo mismo. Solo espero
Que entiendas que un amor se debe de cuidar y no jugar con nadie.
porque yo te daba mi querer y aún sin merecer no te dolió dejarme.
Ahora vuelves buscando mi calor, diciendo que jamás lograste olvidarme.
Pero yo te aclaro de una vez, lo debes de entender, es demasiado tarde. Porque tú quisiste estar allá. ¡Ay!
Wow. I am so glad there's not a tequila bottle in here because we would be already 2 more shots in. Hey, Marisela, with su chica. That was good, dude.
Thank you.
Hey, y el backup vocals acá.
know.
Man, you know, you started singing that song and I was like,
Okay.
it brought back nostalgia for me. I lived on West Crockett in Beeville, Texas, and that song was, if you stop to think about that song, right? That song was Ana Gabriel, and it was playing on. It was one of the only like Mexican songs that they would play on Tejano radio.
Oh, wow.
Like if you stop to think about those times, right? Ana Gabriel's not a
No.
she wasn't a Tejano
No, that's
artist,
straight
right?
up ranchero mariachi.
But the song would play all the time on the radio. So this is before, for all you youngsters, this is before Google. This is before
Yes.
you could Google lyrics. Back then, if we wanted the lyrics, we would first we put the cassette in the
Record
radio.
it.
We got to listen to the radio. Like, oh, there it is. Boom. Play and
Press
record.
record.
And then you would stop
And you
it.
have to press the 2 buttons at the
Right,
same time,
and
or
you would
else
stop it
couldn't
and play it. Okay, I got it all, and then I would go back and I would rewind
Rewind.
it, and I would write the first lyric, the first line, and I would stop, pause,
God,
write it. You remember doing that, right? That's how we would
Of
learn the songs.
course.
Luego
So-
se reventaba el pinche cassette de volada, no, ya te lo acabaste.
And then with the
carnal.
finger, with the,
You start-
Sí, ponle scotch tape de volada.
yeah, It was like this,
You know,
and we were going like this with the finger.
It's funny because I got one of my uncles. He usually watches the show. Shout out to my uncle Jaime, my tia Norma from Woodsboro, Texas. My
Ahí
uncle
paran
Jaime.
chingo de raza, a mí me dan chingo de tickets ahí, Woodsboro.
Woodsboro.
I'm sorry, en la tiendita esa que está
Yeah,
abandonada.
the
When I
meat
used to play,
market.
when I used to play with the hometown boys, I used to go to Houston a lot.
Yeah,
Y ahí
77
siempre
ahí.
me quemaban, vato. Dije, no manches, vato, ¿qué onda con...? Anyways,
Ya
I'm
me
sorry.
conoce.
No, you good.
Ya me
So,
conoce.
so my uncle Jaime, he was in high school, and back then, you know, when he was in high school, it was, you know, La Mafia, La Fiebre, and he would play. He doesn't know this. He's probably listening, and he's probably gonna find out for the first time. But he had the Fiebre with Solo un Sueño, Borracho de Besos, and it was still the bone colored tapes. You remember the bone colored tapes?
Yes.
So he was playing it outside, and yo me lo robé.
Oh, now you know where it is.
Ahí está, tío. Ahí lo tiene.
I took it, and that was one of the very first albums that I knew every single
All the
song,
words.
all the words, front and back. And if you were lucky to get the tape, sometimes you pull it out and they would have the lyrics,
The
bien
fold
chiquito,
out.
right? The
Yes,
fold out. Sometimes they
yes,
would have it. You'd get
yes.
lucky. Tejano, the other music, yes. Tejano, not so much. You know what I mean?
Estaba blanco por dentro.
Yeah, but no, I remember taking that Fiebre CD, Solo un Sueño, and Borracho de Besos, and some other ones, and you know, I already had listened to Tejano music. You know, big shout out to my brother Henry Gomez. We've been going back and forth. He lives in Bevo. If you guys are looking for a brand new car, hit up my brother Henry Gomez there at Aztec Chevrolet. But he's like, Mom, you know, when I saw your show the other day, he goes, it made me realize like you really people. This is hard for people to believe. Tejano music has always been my first choice of music
Oh, okay. Since you were little.
since I was little. So he's like, dude, I remember you getting dressed to go anywhere, and I'd be like, damn, he's listening to that shit again. Like, you know what I mean? It was always Tejano music. It's
Wow.
always been my love. Like anybody that's known me since I was little, know, you know, and I listen to rap and all, just like everybody else. But I always love Tejano music. That, you know,
That
I've
was
always
home
been
for you.
Yeah, I'm very proudful of who we are. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my brother because he just brought that to my attention. But that song brought back so much nostalgia. Like you're singing it, and I'm just sitting like, damn, dude, box fan, no air condition, caliente de madre. We lucky you got a little recorder, and you would sit there writing your notebook, right?
Yep.
And that's the magic of music, right? Music does that to you. Like whatever song it is, it takes you back to a place.
A smell,
something.
You're like a view
Yes,
of something. It
a
always
view,
takes
a
you back.
feeling, even if it's just a feeling, something.
Pinche culera
Yeah,
bastarda.
like, oh, that was when he cheated on me.
Oh man! And some people are on here like 8 tracks and shit. No, I'm not. Come on. I remember my
Yes.
Theo was having 8 tracks, but that was way before. You know, that was. That was
we got
before
to
my
have
time.
8 tracks.
Track.
I did,
Luego el
yeah.
adapter que tenía el 8-track para poner el cassette.
I remember having
Que nomás
that.
tenía fast forward.
Y
pinche
luego el adapter to put the CD to the cassette. No, hombre,
Yes.
cosa. En el Walkman, carnal. En el Walkman, órale.
Walkman.
To be a DJ, I
yeah.
used to set up all my 8 tracks and move it, play the song to number 2, play the song to number 3. So when I would go play, I will put the it was ready to go.
ready to
was
rock and
already
roll for
ready.
sure, man.
Oh my gosh.
For sure.
Wow.
Johnny, and so during COVID, man, that's when I started Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. See, you know, so many things started from there, and you know, a lot of people kind of fell off. The only thing that I've done different than anybody else is I've just been consistent. You know,
That's the number one thing to a
That's the number one,
successful
yes.
business.
Anything.
Or any pretty much anything. If you're consistent with whatever you put your mind to, te va a ir bien.
Right.
2 viewers, 5 viewers, or 1,000 viewers.
Right.
Tú dale.
Tú dale, vato. You
You're
know what I mean?
absolutely right.
Marisela, you have a beautiful voice, man.
Thank you.
Beautiful, and they're not going anywhere, guys. They're not going anywhere. But we do got to pay a little bit of bills. If you guys love this beautiful furniture that we have, you know, that you guys can see here that we're sitting on. Hit up my buddies at Court Furniture, man, right here in San Antonio. My buddy Mario Jimenez at mario.jimenez@court.com, 210-399-0113. They have everything from TVs, wall decor, couches, rugs, mattresses, TVs, You name it, anything for a house, you're trying to show a house, you can go. They will take care of you. Thank you to everybody at Court Furniture Rental. And then, if you're looking to buy a home, sell your home, the one and only, every week, you guys know it, Mr. Ricky Ray, the realtor, 956-424-5724. The coolest vibe. This dude has... He will have the coolest vibes of any realtor you will ever meet in your life. And he has the coolest hair. He's a great saxophonist. He plays in Tejano music. So hit him up, man. And make sure when you call him that you tell him that you heard his name on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. Again, Ricky Ray, 956-424-5724. And then after you buy the house, you got to secure it, no? You got to buy the cameras. You got to feel like, safe. And not only that, if you're looking to put, you want to do solar panels, you want to get fancy, you drive a Tesla and you want to get fancy and save some electricity, you can hit up my girl, Di Marie, at 210-837-8623. That's 210-837-8623. She will take care of all your security needs. If you're out there and you think the Sancho's visiting the house while you're working, you could put a camera, whatever. She will make it happen. I promise you. Hit up Di Marie. She will take care of you. And then, to all my friends that are artists, sometimes in your artistic ways, you're so busy, right? You're musicians and you just can't post on social media, and you need somebody to take care of all your social needs. Hit up my buddy Joe Almaguer at 956-693-9035. This goes for any businesses. Hey, man, if you just think that you're important and you just don't have time to take care of your Facebook, your Snapchatty, your Instagram, your all that stuff, hit up Joe. He will give you this package deal, and he will make you, he knows the algorithms. He will make you a star. I promise you. So hit up Joe Almaguer, 956-693-9035. You got to talk to him, man.
Call Joe.
Right? And then, hey, if you want to become an artist and you need somewhere to record, hit up my boy Miguel at 210-838-5149 at Raw Element Studio. He can make tracks. I mean, whatever. You want to sing a song to your wife just for her, hit him up. He'll make it happen. 210-838-5149. Right? And then, those are sometimes, every now and then, I get a special sponsor like this. Mm-hmm. So, guys, give me a minute of your time. I'm going to introduce a brand new band, good friends of mine, right? Angelica and Tweet, they just put a brand new band together called Grupo Moneda. You can hit them up at 210-264-5090. Check it
Tiempo pasará, no importa lo que digan los demás.
August 5th. I don't know if you guys saw my live the other day. Pinche table estaba lleno with legends, dude. Michael Salgado, David Lee Garza. The music was over. I'm sorry. Michael Salgado, David Lee Garza, Jay Perez, Ramirera, Stephanie Montiel, Lucky Joe, Madison Polido. All these stars are going to be in Pearland, Texas for one of the biggest Tejano showcases you've ever seen, hosted by yours truly, Bumper Gomez. It's going to be a good time. And just added to the thing for a meet and greet, Bryce, little Bryce from the Hot Cheeto movie?
Oh, yeah.
The kid that comes out on the Lopez and Lopez show, he's gonna be there, man. So you guys make sure you guys go and check that out. We're almost done. I promise, Marisela. We're almost done. Everybody loves Bumper. Come on, man. Mexican Fiesta 50th anniversary, hosted by yours truly, Mr. Bumper Gomez, all the Tejano acts. If you've never been to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, at the end of August, I'm telling you, Mario, you ever been? You need to make a trip to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It is an unbelievable event. Hey, there you go.
Right?
Mexican Fiesta 50th anniversary. Marcos Orozco, J.R. Gomez, Grupo Asalto, Lucky Joe, Stephanie Montiel, Angelica y Grupo Moneda, La Calma, Sunny Sauceda, Chente Barrera, and of course, yours truly will all be here to celebrate and bring Tejano music to the Midwest. Wow. Looking forward to that. And then this weekend, if you need something to do, the San Antonio Zoo has given us. They're showing love to Tejano music, man. Last week they had David Lee Garza. This week they have my homeboys, not the homeboys, but my homies.
Not the homies.
Otro nivel, right? Otro nivel, right? They're gonna be there this weekend. They're gonna be there this weekend, and check this out. I'm gonna post this up here, right here, for all you fancy people with all the smartphones. If you've been looking to go to the San Antonio Zoo and you don't want to pay the zoo prices, you can buy a special ticket right now. All you got to do is take your phone, scan this what do they call those? QR codes. Scan this QR code right now on your screen, and you'll take it. It'll take you to your QVC. It'll take you to the website, and you can buy a zoo ticket for only $15, and that gets you to see Otro Nivel. Dude, Otro Nivel, Mario O, Joey Jams, J.R. Gomez, like monsters, Michael Garcia, like the monster musicians are going to be there jamming out, playing all the hits that you guys grew up with in the 80s and 90s. So make sure you check it out, man. The San Antonio Zoo this Saturday. Shout out to Joey Rodriguez for putting all this together. I want to make sure that I didn't miss anybody, because if I did, then I get in trouble, Marisela. There we go. Wes, and we're back. There we are right there.
Wow,
We're back.
Thank you to all the sponsors.
Hey, there you go. And we're looking for more.
Yes.
If you're looking to sponsor the show, let me know. You know, Marisela, let me ask you guys, before you jam another one, I'm going to ask y'all's opinion. And Myra, Gumi Champs in here. We started off the show talking about going to y'all's neck of the woods. You know, that was the first time Bumpers Wacky Wednesday goes on the road and does a live audience with the live audience jam session. And the people were very courteous of the show. Like, they were quiet, drinking, they had a good time. I mean, Myra, you were there. You got to, right? Everybody was courteous. What do you think about maybe taking Bumpers Wacky Wednesday on the road like that?
Oh my God, that's the best thing. Yes, do it.
You
Absolutely.
think
Don't
that
even
would be a
think
good
twice.
idea?
Don't even think twice.
Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth, Laredo.
Do it.
Do it and right.
Absolutely.
So if you're a club, you're a bar that's, hey, maybe on Wednesday nights you don't got a lot going on, hit me up, man. Direct message me if you know somebody like, hey, man, this would be a great spot to do a show. Hit me up. I would love to sit down and talk about it. Of course, it's going to cost you a little bit of money, but hey, we'll make it happen. We'll bring people to your bar, and best yet, you know, the fans get an intimate jam session from, you know, you never know, one of their favorite
audience.
bands.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it'll be amazing.
yeah,
It'll be amazing.
it'd be good to go.
Do it.
Come to Colorado, chingon on Wednesday. Gotta work Thursday. What the?
Come to Colorado. See, ahí está.
But yeah, no, everybody's agreeing. So that would be
Yes,
really
do
cool, man.
it.
So Johnny, Marisela, what else you got up your sleeve, man? I mean, you bought a beautiful guitar. You came before we go. We got to do one more. Before you sing, you gotta. I know te dio un poquito de asco. It's okay. We'll do one more shot.
Sí.
Okay, all right,
I'm
hell
ready.
yeah.
Con asco, sin asco, al rato se me quita.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Don't threaten me with a good time. We'll do half one.
Yes,
Okay.
do have one.
Yeah,
Sí, porque you gotta
Poquita porque
conserve
es
your-
bendita.
I will do half. Me sirvió más. Cheater.
And you know what? You know what? A lot of people don't know. Put your shot down, because it's gonna sound if you have it in your hand. No. You know, last week when I went Thursday, and you know, I was there Wednesday night. I was there Thursday, and I came back late Thursday. But I did make it a point to stop at La Virgen de San Juan, there in San Juan, and dude, it just was the icing on the cake of my whole thing. You know, hanging out with Roberto, doing the show live for the first time, the Love 956 showed, but then just to, you know, I put all that aside and just, you know, I thank the Lord, like, man, thank you for allowing me to do something and to showcase something that I love so much, which is Tejano music and our cultura, man. And I had to stop there. So you guys are lucky that you live there. You know,
We have it there. Yes.
It's a very peaceful place. If you guys you got anything heavy on your mind and you just want somewhere to just sit and meditate and pray, man, that place is beautiful, man. It's a beautiful, and as soon as you walk in, you can feel the Holy Spirit. That's for sure.
Yes. The
and
peace.
I don't mean to
You
go a
feel
little
the peace.
religious on you, but we're real on this show.
Well, yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. You know, and everybody at some point, you know, some of us more often than others, but you feel that heaviness, or you feel stressed, or you feel negative vibes coming from you don't know where. Absolutely. You go and you just, it's like a soulful cleansing. It's
No,
a
for
spiritual
sure, dude.
cleansing. You walk out of there, you feel lighter. You feel happy in your heart.
You said it, not me.
You
It's
do.
exactly
You
how
do.
I
You
felt.
feel lighter, and you even almost want to cry.
Yeah.
Out of just like it's an overwhelming burst of emotion that's just pure. And I recommend everybody to do it every once in a while. Even if you don't realize when you walk into public places, you do pick up vibes. Vibes,
Yeah.
and it doesn't mean that they're all negative, but they're just all kinds of vibes, stress
Yeah.
vibes, all kinds of vibes. You just cleanse yourself spiritually, and you're ready to go. And guess what? Whether you know it or not, especially being in the public eye, we do have a lot of people that even without touching you or seeing you or saying anything to you, they send you some weird kind of vibes.
I know I've had weird, crazy vibes the last 36 hours.
Hey, go and get rid of all that, because God has big plans for all of us, and we're here to move forward and to support each other, and we're here to uplift each other. And if there's somebody that's not, that's okay. Just brush it off and let God take care of them. Y pa adelante.
And Johnny, they already called you the party pooper.
¿Por qué? Oh, because he's not drinking.
Because he's not getting a shot. So, but somebody's like, hey, somebody's got to drive.
Yes, he's
Hey,
driving. He's driving. We're driving
there
back
you
home.
go,
So, yeah.
Somebody
yes.
put el ojo.
Yes. Saquen el huevo y bárrense.
No, hombre, toda la docena que un huevo no la hace, tiene que
I
sacar
know.
Here we
tres.
go.
Yes.
So one more. We want you to jam with it because the people love your voice.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Marisela,
Cheers.
to safe travels home.
Thank you.
And dude, thank you so much. Like, the show's not over, guys.
Okay.
But just
Yes.
thank you so much for making. I know you had to wait quite a bit to come
From
on the
March.
show. Hey, don't
March,
say that.
nos puso en waiting list.
But you know what? It was worth it, carnal. Because you know what? The audience that you have, I don't think it's so much the audience. It's the kind of person, the vibe that I'm.
That you
It's
attract.
weird like that, but that vibe that I get from you, man. That
Tell my wife. She said I got bad vibe. No, hombre.
El huevo.
eres buena onda, carnal.
I know what to bring you for
Like,
next time. I'm going to bring you a dozen eggs.
Hey, there you go. I'll take them.
Te voy a traer el huevo.
Marisela, to
Cheers.
you and again, man, to
Thank
future
you.
success and everything that you
Thank you. I take that. Yes, I take that as a blessing.
Hey, dale eso. No, yo no quiero ese pedo.
Yo no quiero ese pedo. Dale, what?
Otra.
I had another gift for you that you didn't.
Another gift.
I made that for you, especially for you, for our trip over
let
here.
me check the size. Because I'm
Oh,
fluffy.
it even has like little. Oh, it has. Like,
Yeah.
it the right size?
A ver.
a ver.
Oh.
Oh.
No way! Oh, what? Check this out, guys. Check this out. This is awesome gift right here.
Yes.
Check it out. I'm gonna sleep with it tonight, and I'm gonna work
Really? The
tomorrow. And I'm
front.
gonna. You guys ain't ready. You guys ain't ready.
That's
You're
the
not
back.
ready.
That's
Here
the
we
back
go.
and then the front. Woohoo!
That was the front, and this is the back.
Yeah.
Dang! One of a kind right here.
Yes, it is.
Thank
Yes.
you guys so much, man.
You're welcome. It's just a little something.
I'm gonna do a show tomorrow. Maybe guests bring more gifts.
Well, you know what? We were raised that you never go to somebody's house empty-handed. You always take a little appreciation for.
Yo sí, yo le
Thank
doy
you.
un 5. Yeah, there you
Ay,
go.
algo, whatever. We saw a little squirrel outside.
Yeah, there you go.
Then-
Man, this is awesome. Thank you so,
you're
man.
welcome.
That's awesome.
You're welcome.
That- that's-
Es el detalle. We thank you. We're very appreciative that you opened the doors, of your home to us and giving us this space because we know that you're booked.
We stay booked
for the
and we
whole
stay
year, and
yeah,
so,
we stay
we're
pretty
very appreciative
we
that-
stay pretty busy. I'm trying to convince the wife to maybe open it up to one more night a week.
Never know.
it's just-
You're growing.
Yeah,
Your
I'm-
show is growing, and
we're
and
definitely growing out of this place.
the
That's
demand,
for sure.
The demand, God will put everything in its place.
You know what I love the most about when artists come that watch the show and they come in, they look and they're like, "Hey, this place is not as big as it looks on the on the screen."
On the screen, it
right?
looks
Because we put a whole band in this whole
like
thing,
how do
right?
all
How
those
did
people
you
fit in here?
I was wondering, where'd you put Holler here, man? Holler, you don't fit here, carnal. Where'd they put you?
Oh man! So what you got, John? What we gonna jump to?
Another thing that we want to share with you and everyone else that's watching out there. I'd like to send a big shout out to some people from Alice, Texas, and that's Ruben
Lopez.
Lopez, and all the people from the Tejano Roots Hall of Fame. They gave us this idea of doing this certain movement kind of thing. It's a tribute to La Reina, Laura Canales.
Right.
So she performed at this past year's. It was the opening. What
it was
it?
the Tejano Roots Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
And Alice?
In
In
Alice,
Alice.
Texas. And so for the award ceremony, they called up and they said, "We want your wife to perform, but we want her to do a tribute to Laura Canales." So I was like, wow. And not because I was disappointed. I was terrified. You know, because
And that's her
it's not
stomping
easy.
ground right there.
Yeah, in her
That's her. That's right in her
hometown, in her-
hometown. Yeah, for
Yes,
sure.
Todos los
I was
muertitos y
so
la-
terrified to do this, but I took it on, you know, and we did the show. It was our first show, and it got a really good response. And they invited us back to Alice for the Cinco de Mayo festival. So we performed a tribute also. So they pretty much, you know, we got a lot of compliments, and just a lot of people in the industry and also out of the industry that have been telling us, you know what, you all should present this show more often and provide. So we just started working on. It's our band. Aside from the Marisela Hernandez, my music and everything, we now have a what we call a musical tribute. It's a musical tribute show. A musical tribute show to Laura Canales, and we specifically do a show, 1 hour, 1.5 hour show of Laura Canales music.
So we're available for festivals and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Dude.
So that's what we're doing now.
And
I'm already over here like, dude, let me tell you something about Laura Canales. Laura Canales for me is another, it takes you back to a certain time in your life, right? That really reminds me of my parents. It reminds me of my tias and my tios. Like, Laura Canales was, she was the shit.
Yeah.
And the thing that I think people forget is that even before Selena, you had this female that was fighting grown men
Yes.
to you know, establish herself
Right.
in the industry, and she held her own. Like the
Yes.
stories I hear, like she held her own, man. Of course, Cuatro Caminos. I mean, that song, I can hear it whenever, and sometimes like when I do long drives, I drive to Cali or to Florida or something. That's something I'll just put a Laura Canales playlist.
Yes.
And I will go to town. I will go to town. Please excuse all the text messages
That's cool.
because no, everybody's watching this show, and I just finished up. I think the part that everybody's waiting for.
did
So
they?
everybody's
Oh,
like, "Bump,
gosh.
keep doing you. I told you.
Okay,
I
good.
told you. Real
Are
quick
you off the hook?
statement. I told you were gonna feel real stupid after
Disclaimer.
this disclaimer.
So are you off the hook?
I'm off.
Okay, good.
There we go.
Good. And if you know, you know.
Yeah, there you go. So that you're gonna sing Laura Canales, I might do another shot, just myself, because I know it's kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
because, dude, I love Laura Canales, and I'm having a good time with you guys,
Really,
man. Like, honestly,
I was afraid. I was afraid because we come into the 210, and I mean, you've had all these artists that I've rubbed elbows with because I've been.
It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
where
yeah.
Stardust and-
But my wife, man, this is like her dream. You know, this
Right.
is her dream, and I was kind of like, is it gonna be like? How is it gonna be? And we were just all week last week and the beginning of this one. Yeah,
nervous.
we were like,
You were nervous.
We were nervous about coming
Come on.
here.
But you know
Hello,
what?
because
You
we're
made
from
us
the
feel
valley, and we're
home,
like
bro.
in San
You made us feel
Antonio.
home.
You know, that's a whole other demographic, and it's like, your audience is a big audience, and it was a little intimidating. I ain't gonna lie, we
you know,
had nerves.
that gives me a warm and fuzzy. Not it's the whiskey talking, the bourbon, but I'm just a fan, dude. Honestly, like at the end of the day, I'm just a fan, and God has given me the opportunity
The platform.
You're blessed.
blessed to be able to have artists come and have the little Joe sit in that seat where you're at, to have the Michael Salgado sit in that seat,
Yes.
the Shellys, the Stephs, like all these great artists, but not just them, not just them. I've had the Gabrielas. I've had the Madison Polidos. I've had, Los Chicanos, some my friends from around. Like, that's what I like.
Right.
I like that we're able to showcase
Everything.
big time. Hey, I'm trying to make it big time.
Right.
And everything in between. You know what I mean? And you guys, if you guys don't, you need to hit up Marisela. They have a great vibe. I'm telling you right now, a great vibe. So I'm gonna shut up because I've been saying that they're gonna sing. What you got for it, Johnny?
We're gonna take this little old school. This song was written by the great Eddie Perez, which his birthday was yesterday. Eddie Perez is a composer, singer, a musician, and I believe he also teaches. He plays with a band from the Valley that's called
The West Side Band.
West Side Band. This song was recorded by the Laura Canales as well. It's a cool song. I also want to send a shout out to this whole tribute thing. It wouldn't be possible if it weren't for the guys in the band. I want to send a big shout out to George Ochoa. From where's George from?
He's originally from California.
What part of?
California.
It's somewhere in California. And also Jimmy Cano and Javi Guerra from all from the Valley, man. I want to send a big shout out. I want to thank them very much for doing all this whole tribute with us.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, so here it goes. Ready?
Yeah.
Ahora.
Después del coraje, todavía te quiero. Aunque todos te vieron y luego se burlaron, no te pude olvidar. Tú bien me dijiste que me arrepentiría, que vendría a buscarte, que vendría a rogarte, que no me aguantaría. Después del coraje me sentí vacía, sentí que mi vida no tenía razón. Pensaba olvidarte por lo que me hiciste, pero en las vencidas ganó el corazón. It was a little bit low.
Wow.
It's a beautiful song.
So you guys cut me off and you went right into COVID y que ese que el otro. My question still stands. Does like on a Friday night you don't want to go out, you don't want to do something? Do you pick up the bajo and like, hey, let's, you make some margaritas and he's
Right.
warming up and this is my pick as a fan. This is what I'm picturing, right?
Yeah.
You're in your home, like, hey, babe, fix some margaritas or some beers, right?
You
Some
would
pepas,
think-
and then you pick up and you just kind of just hang out and jam out. Or,
You would think that would happen more often than it actually does. We've done it. We've been married. We just celebrated our 12th year anniversary.
Oh,
2 days
congratulations.
ago. So thank you,
happy anniversary.
Thank
Heck
you.
yeah.
And in our 12 years of marriage, we've probably done that about 5 times.
Really?
Yes. And I'll tell you why. This man right here, anybody that knows Johnny Hernandez, he is a workhorse and workaholic.
That doesn't sound right. Start again. Do it over.
Absolutely, yes. He works so much, and so during the week he works doing construction, and then on the weekends we have a production company.
Yeah.
And he's a sound engineer as well, and we rent sound.
So you're always busy every
so we're
weekend.
always
Every
busy. It's rare that we have a Friday or a Saturday night off just to be able to do those kind of things. And by the time we do have a Friday and Saturday night off, we're kind of like, let's watch a movie. We're so tired.
You know, it's funny you say that because, you know, many people think like, if it, you know, Tejano's everywhere here in San Antonio. We can go almost any night of the week and catch them Tejano. And like tomorrow, Marcos Orozco's playing at Smoke. So, you know, of course I'll be there.
Yes.
And we stay busy, right? And, you know, sometimes it's like I'm so overwhelmed with Tejano music and, you know, the Myra D sending me new 5 songs a day, 8 songs a day, right? And the problem is that she sings a song and I'm at work. Me importa madre. I'm going to listen to it right there. So I'm on my headphones at work, like, and they're like, Mr. Gomez, you all right? Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm just jamming out. But I already, see, I got all excited. I forgot where I was going with it. But no, it's really, really, you guys' vibe is so awesome.
Oh,
that I'll say it over and over again. And I think that tonight people should stop, right? If you've never heard of Marisela Hernandez, like, what does it take you to go on Spotify, go on Apple Music, go on whatever the ugly androids do, whatever they do. No offense, Cumbia Champ, I see you over there with an android. Wherever they get their music,
YouTube
or YouTube, and check out Marisela Hernandez, man, because you know what, it's beautiful, beautiful sounds. Like this right here. If you own a bar or you own something like that, like you dude, that is great music right there.
That's always been my dream, to be honest. Like, even before we got married, we would sing, you know, at home together at barbecues, and we would always tell, like, man, wouldn't it be so awesome if we could do like happy hours here and there, you know, like do little happy hours and do this kind of little vibe together. I've always wanted to do that. 12 years later, we still haven't gotten
Hell
there
no. I get enough of your ass all week. I ain't
we're like, so it hasn't happened yet, but I'm not giving up hope. You know, I still have a lifetime with this man. If si Dios me permite, you know,
awesome.
I get to enjoy him.
What else, Johnny? Because people are really enjoying your
He should do a song because.
Oh, tú cantas también.
Wait, do you know you've heard of the band H3?
Yes.
He is H3. That's his band. So he's a singer as well. Yes, Golpes de Pecho, and what's the other? Me Está Doliendo, are songs that he recorded under H3.
Johnny,
who are on the radio right now.
What is, growing up, what was your favorite song?
My favorite song?
Your favorite Tejano Conjunto song. Don't come with no crazy stuff that fans would be like, a la madre, I remember that.
No, not that one.
With your dad that I love.
My favorite of all time. I come from a family, Conjunto Bernal.
Yes.
My dad, his brothers, they had a band, you know, and that's where I started. But my all-time favorite song is called Buena Suerte.
Right.
Hit that shit. Because I need some Buena Suerte right now.
I'm feeling some Maquinita vibes. Speaking of Buena Suerte, we need it.
Before I forget, shout out to a good friend of mine, a very good friend of mine. He's always been good to me. I don't care what anybody says about him. My buddy Jim Luna at Quarter Moon Productions, where the stars meet the moon. I said, or algo así. Maybe I got it wrong. Like, but shout out to Jim Luna, man.
Buena Suerte vibes. Come on, honey.
I know Jim.
It's a great guy, bro.
Beautiful.
Just don't play poker against him. That's it. That's all I'll tell you. Don't
let his image and the way he's dressed fool you. Let's just put it that way.
Before you start, Milwaukee, Wisconsin said, hello from Milwaukee. I got a chance to meet Marisela this past March at the Radio Internet Gala.
Yes.
She's very beautiful and talented. Yes. That was our friend Vanessa Salinas Sanchez from the Milwaukee Mexican Fiesta.
Hi. Yes.
You missed your shout out, Vanessa. Don't come in here all late. I know where you were at, and I know what you were watching. Boo! Dale, Johnny. Let's see what you got, brother.
This song is written by the Roberto Pulido. Esta canción, we recorded it back like around 11 years ago with Steven Martinez on the accordion and H3. Cuánto te debo, cuánto te debo. Porque quiero liquidarte hasta el último centavo de tu amor y de desprecio. Yo ya sabía que los besos que me dabas y las caricias tenían su signo de peso. Haz bien la cuenta, haz bien la cuenta. No rebajes ni un suspiro, de suspiro por suspiro, todo te voy a pagar. Hasta el último centavo, y yo voy a ver cómo le hago. Y ahora robo y ahora mato. Hoy me pongo mano a mano, todo te voy a pagar.
Dang. That's your 3.5, baby.
Cheers to
Cheers
my
to you.
honey.
Cheers.
Cheers, 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 buddy.
You gotta sing this song, Yendo.
I can't, not right now, Myra.
Mira,
Yes, a little piece.
before I forget, Fela Sanchez is watching. She's also from the Mexican Fiesta. And the other day I had Grupo Asalto here. And they were playing live as well. Pues they wanted me to sing. So I started to sing.
Canta.
Dude, and Miss Fela killed my buzz.
What?
She said, please keep your day job.
Hey, but
Hey, shots fired. Y ahorita, Vanessa's like, my mom just said for you to sing a song. Oh, man. I hope you guys are having an amazing time. I've been having a great time with Marisela Hernandez, her husband Johnny. We're just, dude, the vibe in this room is super, super awesome right now. These guys, and for the fans, I want you guys to think about something. Like, these guys drive up all the way up from the valley to do this show, to showcase who they are, so you guys can see who they are. So in return, what we ask for you to do, one, is go check out their music. Two, anywhere they perform, you go out there and show them some love. And last but not least, if they have merchandise, you buy that merchandise, man, because that's how they feed their family. And we talked about it over and over again, how these guys use their own money to produce and to put out CDs and stuff for everybody to watch, man. So everybody's like, Bump, it's always so fun watching your show. You know what? That's what I take pride in, man. It's not about money. It's not about fame. If anybody knows me, I'm the same guy from, as people know me for many years, I'm the same dude, bro. Again, I just have this platform.
yes, that's what it is.
This platform and showcasing our Tejano music, our cultura, man. And I love it, dude. I love every single minute of it. Many, many years when I'm long gone from this earth, maybe my grandkids can go back and look at YouTube and say, man, that was my grandfather. Like,
Yeah.
He
That's the
interviewed
beauty of
Marisela.
it,
Like
that everything's
he
being
interviewed
recorded.
this. You know what I mean? You can go back and they can go back and hear my voice and see me get 10 shots in 9, 5, 6.
I noticed Grandpa keeps getting
that's my
drunk in every
grandpa.
show.
Fella's like, no, I didn't. I'm counting your shots.
That's only 3.
Oh man, and so any children, Marisela?
We have one daughter.
One daughter.
We have one daughter. She's 12 years old. Her name is Janelle Marie Hernandez. She is at home, probably watching with Grandma and Grandpa. And she She's a
She
beautiful
sings?
soul. She absolutely does.
Beyond.
Does she play?
She's learning. She plays the, what is it called? The
Ukulele.
the little baby.
The ukulele. Ahí
She
tengo
plays,
uno ahí
she
tirado
plays
ahí.
the ukulele. She plays a little bit of. She accompanies herself on the keyboards.
Uh-huh.
And she's learning to play guitar.
So she can do all that already at 12 years old.
Yes, and she's like very self-motivated. So I promise you, God is our witness. He and I, as her parents, have never not once been like, Mijita,
You're gonna
learn
do
this.
music.
Mijita, no.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
Never. As a matter of fact, it's quite the opposite with our daughter, and she knows this. Sometimes we're out at places where restaurants or whatever,
Yeah.
Where, or parties where de repente they're doing karaoke, and she'll be like, Mom, can I get up and sing? And I'll be, no, mijita, this isn't for you. It's for adults. And by the time I know it, we're talking, and up next we have Janelle Marie, and I'm like, oh, she signed
she kills it.
herself up.
Yeah.
Yes, and she goes up and she kills it. And of course,
Does she loves Tejano music too?
she knows it because of us, because we play it and we practice it, and blah, blah, but she doesn't really know a lot of Spanish. So she loves to sing. Right now, she's into Elton John.
Yeah.
She loves Motown music. So she's an old soul. So right now she's into singing English, but she decided herself. She just went in. She's going into 7th grade, and she is the first time she gets to choose an elective in school. And she's like, Mom, you're going to be so proud of me. I was like, what happened? She goes, I chose for one of my electives Spanish.
Hey, there you go.
So she chose Spanish.
She'll be saying
so
La
ahí va.
Piscina or El Biblioteca or La Rusa. What is the roller coaster? La Montaña Rusa.
Is that what it's called? I don't even know. Roller coaster.
Yeah.
Johnny, help me out, dude.
I can't find. I mean,
What's
I
a
don't know
roller coaster in Spanish?
How do you say roller coaster?
Yo soy bien barrio.
El sube y baja. I don't know.
They call that la chingadera.
La chingadera. Yo voy a decir la chingadera.
Yeah, he doesn't do roller coasters, so to
Oh,
him.
man. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're joining us late, yes, Marisela Hernandez, my guest on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. It's been a great show so far. So when we end the show, you guys can always go back and watch it on Facebook, on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, the Bumper Gomez channel is just growing. Like it's nowhere near the followers that we have on Facebook. So if you're a Facebook person and you don't really watch on YouTube, do me the favor, go on YouTube and hit the bell and subscribe to the Bumper Gomez channel, and you'll catch all the episodes of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. You can go back and watch. I mean, you type in a Tejano artist and Bumper Gomez, I promise you, you'll probably get an interview. I'm pretty sure of it. And I want to thank everybody, man. Everybody that has been hitting me up behind the scenes, especially in the last 24 hours or so. All the messages that I've got from artists. And I'm talking big time artists. Like I'm talking about people that have been in the business 30 plus years. Like, hey, Bump, we're with you, man.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
The support.
The
support that you're
dude.
getting.
And coming off the whole 956 visit, I'm just happy for both of you to tell you, I'm just happy that Bumper's Wacky Wednesday is for the good and the bad. Like, people are they're accepting of it. You know what I'm saying?
It's growing.
And not so much. Like, I care what the fans think,
Yeah.
but I really care what the artists think, right? Because the artists are what makes the show. I'm just asking the questions. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's you guys are the ones that, why people watch the show. Watch some Mexican sit there and talk over and over some stuff, right?
It's a combination.
But it's fun doing this. It really is. It's really fun to get to know who the artists are. Because, when you go to the radio, I mean, yeah, you might be there an hour, but you're really only going to get interviewed 15 minutes tops, right?
Mm-hmm, that's true.
So, Marisela, before I let you go or have them sing another song, what's a typical day for you, man? For the people watching, like, what's a typical Marisela day? You know what I'm saying?
A typical day for me is
you.
very different than him. But for me, I guess, I can view it different ways, but I choose to view it as a blessing. So as of about 5 years ago, I got, in 2015, I got diagnosed with lupus. And so I have lupus, and I also have what we call degenerative arthritis in my joints. And so I've been dealing with a lot of physical elements, right? And so I've been on and off different kind of medications to try to figure out what works and what doesn't work. So I had to stop working, quote unquote, like in an office work, like regular job working. As of 5 years ago, I stay at home, but I have a little home business. So I sell Scentsy, and I do my thing, and then of course,
Hey, I need my house to smell good.
actually, I brought your wife's.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there.
Speaking of, if you want to open up your wife's gift,
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so I do that at home, and then I am 24/7 a mom for my daughter, my younger daughter, and I just I take care of home. That's what I do, and try to focus on my music as well, and just make sure that everything's running home and my running good in my home, and I'm blessed, and I say I'm blessed to be able to do that because I know not everybody is able to, but my husband makes that also.
That is all great. It's all gravy, Marisela. It's awesome. There's only one question, and it's really for Johnny.
A ver, ay.
Did she pack you lunch or no?
A huevo.
Hey, all right, yeah.
Every day.
That's what I'm
Every
talking
day.
about, right?
Every day.
You can women can say, "I do this, I do that." Today, do you pack them a lunch?
Yes.
Well, I don't do. Well, shit, I don't want to hear the rest.
Yes, every day. And you know what? I love he never complains because some days I'll make him chicken salad with some crackers, uvas, y unas naranjitas, so you can eat healthy. And he never complains. Every single day he's so thankful. He's like, "Thank you for lunch
Oh yeah,
today,
we
honey."
eat that and then we go eat with our homies.
No, because
Johnny's like, no, don't throw me under the bus like that. Don't throw me under the bus like that.
Where I work is there's just one tiendita and it's sometimes closed, vato, so there's nothing. There's no stores around there.
Cuando llega a la casa every day, he can honestly tell you as well que le tengo su cena. Her
sure.
home cook. I love to cook, and I cook him his cena every single day.
That's
Cuando
awesome.
Dios
You tell?
permite. De hambre no nos morimos.
I want to give another two big shout outs to two good friends of mine, Felipe Leal. Shout out to Felipe Leal and his photography, videography. Videography, photography, and my boy Mark Fabula up in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, keeping Tejano kicking up there. To Jenny Alvarez Peña for always showing love to the show on YouTube and Facebook. Frank Trevino. I would love to bring you to the town, and Donna, hit me up. There,
Lord.
Donna. But, hey,
Frank.
that's crazy about the valley.
Yeah.
Like it's just a line in the dirt, and it's like, hey, I'm from Elsa. I'm from Donna. I'm from anybody. And they're serious about it. Like, no matter what, the other side of the street's Elsa.
Yes.
I'm from Donna, though, or whatever.
Yeah, and they'll
whatever.
be like across the street, literally, but they're like, "No, I'm not from Elsa. I'm from Ed Couch." It's like
That's
right
it.
next door, and they'll claim it.
Andres
They'll claim
Diaz
it.
watching all the way from Lansing, Michigan. So tonight, shout out to Grupo Estilo. They're watching. Edward Hernandez. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys, people watching from New York, from Florida, from California, from Michigan, from Milwaukee, from Texas.
¿Qué más
Cali,
quieres?
yeah. ¿Qué más
That's
quieres?
amazing. Yeah.
You know what
it's
I
a
mean?
blessing.
Technology,
It's a
bro.
blessing.
It's awesome, man.
Thank you.
So again, guys, if you're just joining us here towards the end of the show, Marisela Hernandez, right? Ya no
It's
le
numbing
den,
your tongue.
right?
It's not you're getting drunk. It's that it numbs,
It numbs
your tongue.
Thank you. There you go. There, you guys get it here first. Marisela Hernandez, all the way from the 956 with her husband Johnny, Cumbia Champ in the house, and the beautiful Miss
D.
Myra D is in the house with they
Yes.
just gave her Promoter of the Year award. Greatly
I wasn't
honored.
gonna let like the night go by before we have to thank, of course, and she's behind the scenes right now. But I would love it if you come over here. But I know you don't like to. But if you can, and if you would come and join us for a little bit, then absolutely. But so that the people can see you. But I want to give my very, very special thank you to Miss Myra D, Cielo Entertainment. When I started distributing my music, she was our go-to friend.
Yeah.
She guided us. She said, "I got you." We were a little lost, on where to go with everything, but Myra's been doing this for years, and
She knows the right people. For sure.
and I'm never gonna put anybody in the industry down, comparing or anything like that. I'm just gonna say Myra's amazing. And she's been an angel on earth for us, for my husband and I. We love you. We thank you. We're appreciative to you. And this award, is all deserving for you this year. So congratulations. We love you. And thank you for coming with us.
Thank you.
Oh, like Tara, she's giving me a hard time about some 210 cheeseman shit that they got me in.
Otro chisme.
Otro chisme, right?
Jesus, the things you get yourself into.
Show business, mijo, show business. You know what, Myra, because you're here and you know, going off of what Marisela said, you know, honestly, like I know we don't have a very personal relationship, but you're very well respected from the artist's point of view. And I say that with a 100% sincereness, like people respect you. And I know you stood up here really quick and said, man, 30 years, and this is the first time that I've been recognized. But sometimes it's just not an award, right? It's just it's that right there. It's like, hey, you know what, Myra, man, my song made a chart, or you know, people are buying my music. People know who I am, thanks to you. And thanks to people like you who are doing what you do, but you're very good at what you do. So again, to all the artists out there, man, if Cielo Entertainment, Myra D, if you haven't reached out, and you know, my friends, a lot of my friends do what Myra does, but she's very good at what she does, you know. And if you want your name out there, you want your single to be pushed, just a suggestion from Bumper Gomez, hit up Myra D, man. She could, you know, work something out. Maybe she can help you guys out.
Bless you.
And before we end the show, I want to thank everybody on YouTube. Again, Bumper Gomez's channel on YouTube is growing every day. It's growing every day. I get messages. It's growing, and that's good, man. Of course, I started on Facebook, so that's where all my love is.
Yes.
And people are like, damn, you always forget about YouTube. It's not that I forget about YouTube. It's just I started on Facebook. It's still and it's still growing.
That's your home base.
Yeah, but you know what's funny, Marisela, is I post food stuff every now and then. And what pisses me off is sometimes I post food shit. Either de volada, everybody, bam, 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 put comments, hell yeah. I posted and I'm going to ask you guys, a hard corn tortilla fried.
Oh, I saw that.
With frijoles and queso, lechuga, tomate. Okay, you want some carnita, pollito, or some carne de res, whatever you want on there, carne picada. What do you call it, Marisela?
It just
No. Don't try to.
To me? Okay.
What does Marisela grow up? What do you call it?
both, but mostly tostadas. I know. Sorry.
That's my dog right there. Myra, what do you call it?
Chalupa.
Chalupa.
Not chalupa.
Damn, you're outnumbered right here. Four
I
chalupas.
used to call it chalupa, and then it's just easier to say tostadas. I don't know.
Tortilla is the tostada.
My
Yeah.
wife is a tostada, and I'm the
Okay,
chalupa.
see? I
So
don't
for the record, for everybody who did post on Bumpers Gomez's tostada
Chalupa wins?
thing, chalupa won. Just for the record.
It's a
Just for
chalupa.
the record, man.
So if it has stuff on it, it's a chalupa. If it just has refried beans and the tortilla, it's a tostada or what?
The tortilla is
Dude, people have compuestas. Hey, dude,
Whatever.
it is a chalupa. Period. Point blank.
Okay.
All right. If you go to North
Bingo
Carolina
for
and
the
you go to a
chalupa.
restaurant and they don't have chalupa on the menu, just order a tostada. It's the same thing.
Okay. All right. Ay, Dios.
Shout
Stirring the
out
pot.
to my homies that are tuning in, Mike Gonzalez and the Iconics, to the infamous Miss Di Marie. Thank you
Hi,
guys for
guys.
tuning
We love
in.
you.
I see a lot of people are jumping on to the show right about
now.
right now.
I wonder why now.
But no, it's we're having a good time, man. Thank you guys for joining us, and I can't let you guys leave. One, before you sing a song that we'll end the show with, I want to give both of you the mic. You can do your saludos, your thank yous, whatever you want to say. The mic is yours, Bumper. No,
Me first. No, I go last. Well, I mean, there's a lot of saludos. There's a lot of thank yous. My heart is overflowing with gratitude right now. I feel blessed to be sitting here in San Antonio, Texas, in your studios, in your home, with you and just your audience. I realize in the moment, I know it's not going to take 10 years to look back and say, wow, that was a big deal. I realize the moment right now, and I'm appreciative for it. I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, once again, for allowing us this space to share my story, to share who I am. And hopefully, the people out there that don't already know me got to know a little bit of who I am, off the stage. And just know that I'm trying really, really hard just to do justice to music. And with y'all's support, a lot of great things can happen, not just for me, but just for everybody in the industry that's trying really hard. I appreciate Andrew, the Guadalupe Awards. Thank you so much, because in reality, I've been nominated for various awards. This is my very first win.
And you got it on Bumpers
official
Wacky
win.
Wednesday. Hell yeah.
Absolutely. And I thank you so much. And the Guadalupe Awards, Conjunto Awards, thank you so much for this award. It really, really, really means a lot to me. Thank you very much. I appreciate the recognition. I appreciate your efforts. Yes, absolutely. 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 And I thank you very much for that. Very well appreciated. You know, my husband, everybody knows, I have to, you know, my husband is my backbone in all of this. He's the one that pushes me to do everything. He puts me everywhere. He's the one that does a lot of hard work, you know, and so I appreciate him very much. I love you, honey. Happy anniversary. And just, you know, thank you to everybody. God bless everybody. And I just wish everybody lots of love, lots of blessings, lots of prosperity, and just all things good. Y un huevo, si no quieren, que se barran.
Yay! You're not going to say nothing?
Wow. Put me on the spot. No, I just want to thank you very much, man, for squeezing us in. And I know you're a busy man, especially now, right?
Oh,
within
dude.
the last 24 hours. Anyways, but all that's you're good now.
Yes, sir.
But I want to thank you very much, man. You're blessed. You're blessed. I think there's a bunch of people out there that they wish they'd have something like what you have here. And what you have here should be very appreciated, not to knock you down, I mean, you're entitled to your own opinions, carnal.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's what this is, you know. You go to, you're watching TV, you're watching the Jerry Springer show, you're watching Howard Stern, you're watching any TV show, bro. You know, they say so much stuff on there. I mean, it's based on their opinions. You know what I mean? And I think people should lighten up nowadays. And instead of judging, instead of knocking people down, instead of, you know what? Estás apoyando la onda. There's not many. There's not many that are doing this.
Yes, sir.
That have this platform for us artists that have been
Chingándole por a while. Yeah.
kicking down and dusting yourself off and people saying no to you because you're not signed with a certain record label or a certain whatever. Carnal, you're a homie, vato. Tú eres, mira, bien raza. Y me cae, mira, bien a todo. Carnal.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so
man.
much, brother.
No, thank you. Gracias.
Thank you, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Thank you so much.
And to everybody watching again, man, thank you guys for tuning in to Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Again, another beautiful, beautiful artist all the way from the Rio Grande Valley, El Mágico Valle. You don't hear a lot of people say that anymore, but El Mágico Valle. I remember growing up and I used to love to hear that. I'm from El Mágico Valle. Mm-hmm. But Marisela is from El Mágico Valle. And, you know, the fact that she came up here to the 210 to show you guys and show you who they are, how she can sing. I mean, guys, stop and think about something really quick. Like, a lot of people won't do what they're doing right now. I've had artists on the show that will never do what she just did. They just won't. You know what I mean? And for an artist to just sit there like, hey, dale, I got you. It is what it is. Like you're gonna hear me sing right now, live. There's no editing. There's no editing in this show.
No
if something
warm-up.
happens, something goes wrong. I mean, how many times y'all watch Bumpers Wacky Wednesday and it cuts off? We got to come back on. Hey, dude, just like I'm raza, vato. If it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we just pick it up. We start over and we do it
Yeah,
again.
it's
Right?
live.
Again,
Anything can go on.
it's live, bro. Hey, it doesn't cost you one penny. He's not like I'm taking money
I
from
know,
your
right?
pockets, right?
You messed up. Give me my money back.
But everybody watching, man, I want to just thank to all the new people, maybe in the last 24 hours, you never heard of who I am. And for some odd reason, you figured out who Bumper Gomez was and you came and found me. Thank you so, so much for tuning in to Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. And this is what we bring you every single Wednesday, right? Every single Wednesday, this is what we bring you week in and week out. Next week, shit, I don't even know my calendar. I'm gonna throw a guess out there, but I think it's July 5th, right?
Yes, because
July 5th.
4th is Tuesday.
the legendary Tony Guerrero, the Grupo La Sombra, will be in here, and I'm sure he'll bring some company with him. Just keep that in mind. He'll bring some company with him. So tune in next Wednesday right here on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Marisela, Johnny, thank you guys. Cumbia Champ, Myra, thank you so much for making the trip and coming out here and spending some time with me. And I'm gonna do a request. Si lo puedes hacer, si no, no hay pedo. You can do what you want, whatever. But you mentioned Out of Canales. I threw out a song earlier. It's just one of her songs that just Cuatro Caminos. Oh. She's gonna be like, that's the one I don't know, Bumper.
No. Oh no, it's not that.
No, hey, tell me, Bump, I can't do it.
No, hombre, I can. Let me see.
Oh, I mean little lyrics.
Well, it's.
Hey, let me pull out my notebook. I got the notebook.
Because I'll tell you what. To be honest, I first learned a whole bunch of her songs from 1985, 83, the older songs, and the Cuatro Caminos. I've always kind of stayed away from it only because everybody sings it. Yeah, but I sing it in my show now. But every once in a while when I get nervous, I do have to look at the lyric only because I don't sing it that often.
I got you. Hey.
How about I got it right here? Look.
You can do it or no? Sure. I don't want to put you on the spot, Marisela. In the show,
I can do it.
Un poquito chappy.
It's okay. No
All
pasa
right,
nada.
hell yeah.
No pasa nada.
Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Look, this goes to show you right now. She just told you, I put her on the spot. They're going to sing the song just for me. So everybody watching, thank you guys so much for tuning in to Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Stay tuned. Next Wednesday, Tony Guerrero from the legendary group, the Windy City Boys, Grupo La Sombra, will be here in the house. Y el otro looking for the notes for
he's trying to figure out the key, right? Because again, remember, he's not a bajo player. So
okay,
he plays the drums, and so he doesn't have to worry about what key is it in.
I got you.
What key is it in? I don't know.
I got you.
It's in this key. Es imposible.
Yeah.
I don't know what key it's in. Es imposible. Is that kind of low?
I don't know. I think so. Let's try it.
Do we even know it? He's never played it on the bajo. We're gonna wing it. Let me see.
¿Llámelo o no?
Es imposible que yo te olvide. Es imposible que yo me vaya. Por donde quiera que voy te miro. Si ando con otro, por ti suspiro. Es imposible que todo acabe. Yo sin tus besos me arranco el alma. Si ando en mi juicio, no estoy contenta. Si ando borracha, ¿pa' qué les cuento? 4 caminos hay en mi vida. ¿Cuál de los 4 será el mejor? Tú que me viste llorar de angustia, dime, paloma, ¿por cuál me voy?
Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, that was Marisela Hernandez all the way from the 956. Johnny, guys, thank you guys so much. Myra, Cumbia Champs. To everybody watching, I know we did a little extended 2 hours and we got 15, 16 minutes extra. Night pedo. They drove a long way, and that's the least we can do for them. So again, guys, don't forget Marisela Hernandez. Look up her brand new album. There's already people hitting me up on Messenger and on here like, hey, I got her on Spotify.
Oh,
so
thank you.
That's a good thing.
Thank you.
And before I forget, Marisela, because I didn't get to put your phone number in there, but you can do it really, really slow for the people. If they want to book Marisela Hernandez, what's a good number for them?
The best number is 956-650-8022. That's Johnny, and that's my husband's number, and he does all the bookings for me as well. So
There you go. So make sure you guys hit them up for your, for a quince, for a wedding, graduation parties. Fuck it.
Anything at all.
Even a divorce party. No hay pedo. They'll knock it out.
Or you can just look for us on Facebook under Marisela Hernandez, artist, or Johnny Hernandez. Send us a direct message, messenger, and we'll answer you right away, and we'll hook it up.
Or her dream, if you own a place and you just want some nice ambient music. Right here.
Yes.
They can do it right here, just like they did on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Again, to everybody watching, thank you so much. To everybody who supports Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, to everybody who supports Bumper Gomez, I greatly, greatly appreciate to everybody who reached out in the last 24 hours. Thank you guys so much. We're going to keep rocking on. And I hope you guys enjoyed the show. And if you tuned in late or you tuned in early and then you took off and came back, you missed the middle, you missed a good show. So make sure when we're done, you go back on YouTube or you go back on Facebook, rewind, watch it. If you're on a long drive, this is a perfect thing to listen to while you're driving. Marisela, Johnny, thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for my gifts. One more time, let me show you my gifts. You know? This is the front. Marisela Hernandez. And watch el back. Watch el back. One of a kind, baby. One of a kind. There you go, right there. Thank you guys so much.